a lot of the younger kids who maybe don't have their own smartphones to play Pokemon Go. There's so many people out there playing Pokemon Go that do that. As well as to be truly.
Great. Well, why don't we take a look at the game and show the world Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. では早速ですけれども、実演プレイに入って世界の皆さんにポケモンレッツゴーピカチュウを紹介しましょうか。
そうですね。
This is Viridian Forest that we have just entered. 今常盤の森ですよね。
そうです。ここは皆さん昔の常盤の森を覚えてますでしょうか。こんな3D で美しい常盤の森になりました。
This may be a familiar location for a lot of our fans that played the older games, but they've kind of come back to life.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh yeah.
Pokemon out in the field, you can see the shafts of light. で、光とか、その草むらのポケモン見えたりしてます。
そうですね。出てきてます。草むらから。
See all the Pokemon popping up from the grass.
And I see here that we've entered now a wild Pokemon battle, and we've changed the mechanics for how we're capturing wild Pokemon. Can you tell us about that a bit? で、今は、野生のポケモンの捕まえる場面ですよね。多少変わりましたよね。それをちょっと聞いてみてください。
今までバトルで押して、野生ポケモンの HP を減らして、ボールを投げるっていう仕組みだったんですけど、今回はリビングで家族で、家庭でみんなで遊んでもらうということから、直感的にこうジョイコンを片手で持って投げる、ボールを投げて
This looks interesting.
Up until now in the Pokemon games, the wild Pokemon you encounter, you go into a battle and then you kind of reduce their hit points, them a bit, and then you're able to catch them. But with these games being on Nintendo Switch and of course in the living room, we figured people would be playing along with their friends and family. And we wanted to do a new take on this kind of Pokemon catching experience with these intuitive controls where you're just kind of flicking the Nintendo Switch controller and throwing out Pokeballs.
ポケモン GO で直感的にこうスマホでボールを投げてたんですけど、それがかなり多くの方に遊びやすく受け入れられたっていうのもあって、今回、それをさらにこうスイッチのジョイコンでジョイコン振るっていう遊びに体験型に進化させました。
And that's taking a hint from Pokemon Go, which I worked on and came up with the catching mechanic in that, which used the smartphone controls. People found that really intuitive. I think they're widely accepted and kind of gained a lot of popularity. So I wanted to do a take on that. Where it's much more interactive and kind of a experiential thing.
Yes, and in fact, you mentioned the Joy-Con, and Teresa is playing with a single Joy-Con. You're able to play the entire game with just one Joy-Con. で、今、Joy-Con の話は出ましたけれども、実は Joy-Con 片手で遊べるようになってますよね。すべての操作ができるようになってます。
これ意外と快適で、皆さんポップコーンを食べながら片手でゲームが遊べるっていう気軽感がなんともいいと思います。
Hello. Finally. Hello. That was kind of my fault, but.
And I also see that when you capture wild Pokemon, you earn experience points, and those get shared among the entire Pokemon in your party. で、今見たように野生のポケモンを捕まえると経験値がたまりますよね。で、それがパーティーのポケモンに割り当てます。
そうですね。これで手持ちのポケモンたちがどんどんこう強くなっていくということに、
Hello?
今回は捕獲、捕まえることで、より、楽しめる。
You do know I died, right?
ことをベースに作ってます。
Yeah, gaining experience points, of course, levels up the Pokemon in your party, gets them stronger. So that's how you kind of strengthen your Pokemon. It's the main mechanic of that. We really wanted to focus on that catching experience, so make sure that you can also strengthen your Pokemon just by catching Pokemon.
And I think you also can do different throwing motions to try to catch Pokemon as well. で、ポケモンの捕まえる時の投げ方もいろいろ工夫してますよね。
そうです。斜めに振ると斜めにボール飛んでたり、横からこう横にサイドスローすると横に飛んでったりと、今最初の頃はあまりポケモン動いてないんですけど、後半になるとポケモンが動き出すんで、それに合わせていろんな投げ方でテクニックで皆さんのテクニックをどんなテクニックでも
And I wasn't even there.
テクニックで遊んでほしいなと。
Huh? No? I have no idea.
イバージョンですね。
そうですね。時は
I don't know.
時はのおじさん
Uh,
ピカチュウなんですけど、
I think Viridian Forest, Pikachu is well known for this location.
Side throw or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. And because Pikachu is a little bit more of a challenge to catch, I'm going to switch to an Ultra Ball.
じゃあ、サイドスローをちょっと試してみますけれども、
はい
ピカチュウがより、捕まえにくいので、ウルトラボール。
yeah, I know it is.
ちょっと斜めに。
Like a little bit of a diagonal throw there.
Yes.
Nice
did it.
job.
Thank you.
やりました。
おー、ナイス。
よかった。
It's okay.
Her character has
It just gets like that one. You can use like your phone.
around. Can you talk a little bit about the differences between the two
Yeah.
partner Pokemon? で、ご覧のように、テレサさんが歩き回っている間にピカチュウが肩に乗っていて、後ろに人影が追ってるんですけれども、
はい
この2つのポケモンの違いについて説明していただけますか？
Yeah. Jew.
肩に乗っているのが、相棒のピカチュウです。レッツゴーピカチュウでは、ピカチュウが、相棒として肩に乗っていて、レッツゴー EV では、頭の上に主人公の頭の上に、EV が乗って一緒に冒険を共にします。で、後ろにいるのは連れ歩きのポケモンでして、今回は、全ての、151のポケモンが連れ歩くことができます。で、場合によって大きなポケモンは乗ることができたりと、いろいろ楽しめます。
In these games, you have your partner Pokemon, which is, of course, Pikachu and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Let's Go Eevee. Pikachu rides on your shoulder, Eevee rides on your head. And besides that, you can have any of the other Pokemon that you catch in the game follow behind you, in addition to your partner Pokemon. Some of them, you can even ride on them if they're big enough, so there's definitely a lot of variation to the Pokemon that will follow you.
And now I see we've entered into our first trainer battle, and what we see with the trainer battles is that this is a more traditional battle screen type of an experience. で今初めてのトレーナーバトルなんですけれども、見てみると通常のバトルと同じような画面になってますね。
そうですね、ポケモンの特徴といいますか、ポケモンらしさというのもありまして、そこは非常に大事にしてます。人と人と、トレーナー同士でバトルをするという楽しみは、とても大事ですし、あとは通信対戦と、同じような、形でやっぱりこう人と人が、それぞれのポケモンを持って、勝負をするというのは、そこのポイントは抑えています。
That competitive battling aspect, players between players or Pokemon trainers versus Pokemon trainers is really part of what makes Pokemon Pokemon, so we definitely preserve the battles as they were in previous games. You can also, of course, battle against the trainers in the game, but also do linked battles, so playing against other real players, battling each other with your Pokemon.
なので今回は捕獲の時はこうジョイコンを振って、捕まえるっていう遊びと、トレーナー同士で、こうバトルするっていう2つの遊び方をそれぞれ、分けて構築されています。
So in these games, you'll see that there's quite a difference between the catching gameplay, which you're using the Joy-Con to flick out and actually throw out Pokeballs, and then the battle gameplay, which is more traditional, selecting commands to fight, issue moves, and battle against the other trainer.
Yeah, and I think we see the Pokemon in the grass. We've even seen with some of the Pokemon that there are graphic indicators, some kind of aura around the Pokemon. Is that correct? 今まで歩き回りながら、草むらのポケモンが見えたりしてますけれども、周りに何かグラフィックスとかオーラが見えるようになってますね。
そうですね、大きさに合わせて赤いオーラがあったり青いオーラがあって、これも何匹も捕まえたくなる要素として設計してるんですけども、大きいポケモンがいたらぜひ捕まえてほしいなと思います。赤いマークが目印ですね。
We did this to really make it so players would want to catch even a bunch of the same species of Pokemon, so there's a little bit of differentiators there, like red aura to indicate bigger Pokemon of that species, or blue aura to indicate that they're much smaller than normal.
こうやって人影が、一緒にくっついてくるだけでちょっと楽しいですよね。
Even just having Charmander follow you around like this is kind of fun as a Pokemon trainer.
That's right, and I notice here that Pikachu's wagging its tail. でここ見てみるとピカチュウが尻尾を振ってますね。
はい、相棒の特別な能力なんですけど、道具があると 尻尾を振ってお知らせしてくれます。
It's a special ability or power, you might say, of your partner Pokemon. It'll wag its tail when there's an item nearby and letting you know that there's something to pick up.
So it looks like with the redesign of the Kanto region that as you've turned it into 3D, you've really taken that into account to kind of hide items throughout the world. で今回の関東地方が、3D で作ることになって、それを使っていろいろ工夫もしてますし、アイテムの隠しとかもしてますね。
そうですね、やっぱりこう今まで 2D で本当にドット絵でモノクロでっていうのがもともとあって、でそれをこうして 3D になったことで、楽しさとか面白さっていうのを、魅力的に見せるように、より魅力的に見せるように構築しています。
That's right. I think the original games that we based these off of, back there on the Game Boy, 2D, pixel art, monochrome, or not monochrome, but, black and white pretty much. And these times, I think we've recreated them in 3D, so there's going to be a lot of fun things that players are going to be able to discover, and I think we've really made them just kind of look really more appealing than before.
Yeah, I really love the graphic look of the game because it does feel like it's gotten a lot closer to what people may remember from the anime, which I think will be great for longtime fans. でそうですね、このグラフィックスの表現がやはり過去のアニメに似たような印象が強いですね。それは長年のポケモンファンにとっては懐かしいんじゃないでしょうか。
そうですね、もともとピカチュウ版をベースにしてるっていうのもあるんですけど、この主人公がもう肩にピカチュウ乗せてるのがもうサトシと冒険してるみたいな感じもありますし、やはりそのポケモンたちとどのように出会っていくかっていうのも、ちょっとこうなんていうんですね、アニメとか、今までの、そういったシリーズ、皆さんをずっと気にかけてくれていたその多くの映画でありとかカードであるとか、さまざまなものがこう混ざってるような感じにしています。
Yeah, there's definitely that aspect. Of course, Pikachu being on your shoulder maybe even makes you feel a little bit like Ash from the animated series. In these games, it's not just the animated series, though. We've really tried to take an amalgamation of the different expressions that you see in the card game, for example, definitely through the animated series and the animated movies, and really just trying to express that through how the Pokemon move about and how you encounter them in the game.
So I say we're in another wild Pokemon battle with Teresa doing an underthrow there. 今の野生のポケモンの捕まえる画面でアンダースローをしましたね。
アンダースローをテレサがしてくれましたね。
Yeah, you did a good job there.
Thank you.
ありがとうございます。
最初にボタンを押して、ジョイコンの、ジャイロの部分を1回リセットしてます。なので、1回ボタンを押して振るんですけども、このなんかジョイコンをどこでリセットするかによっていろんなテクニックもあったりするので、ぜひいろいろ試してほしいなと思います。
It's a bit technical about how you can actually change your throwing technique, but when you press the kind of get in position button, it resets the gyro position. So from there is where it thinks is kind of the normal position, and doing that, depending on where you're holding the controller at the time, can allow you to do a variety of different things.
But of course, when you can also play the game handheld mode if you decide to take it off the TV, and in that case, you're able to play with button controls, correct? でもちろんテレビじゃなくてもスイッチですので、ハンドヘルドで遊べることもできますし、でその場合はボタン操作になりますよね。
そうですね。思ってですね、本体ジャイロで本体ジャイロというか、本体を動かして、遊ぶような、仕組みにしてます。その場合はボタンを押して、的をポケモンに合わせて米ボタンを押してボールを飛ばすというふうにしています。
In handheld mode, it's a slightly different style of gameplay where you're actually taking the entire system itself and using the gyro inside of that. You press the button to get in position, and then there's a target that appears, and you've got to align that with the Pokemon, and then get your timing right, press the button to throw out the Pokeball.
Yeah. So, but I think we also have another mode that perhaps we wanted to talk about that also takes advantage of the Switch and a second Joy-Con. で今日はもうちょっと話をしたかったもう一つのモードがありますよね。
はい。
もう一つのジョイコンを使うオプションですね。
はい。フィールド中に、右下にですね、グリーンの、なんていうんですかね、マークが出てるんですけども、それが出てるときは、2P 側で、振ることで、もう一人のサポートのトレーナーが現れるようになります。
In the bottom right of the screen, or actually in the right of the screen in the battle mode, you may have just seen that, but it indicates that you can have a second player join your game simply by shaking the second controller, the second Joy-Con.
出ましたね。ありました。
And then there's the support character.
So I am now playing together with Teresa. で僕がテレサさんと2人で今遊んでます。
はい、これ息を合わせて、ボールを投げると。これチャレンジですね。
Give it a try. Try getting into full synchronization here and align with each other throwing these Pokeballs.
All right, challenge accepted.
Okay.
Ready, Bill?
はい、チャレンジは受け取ります。はい。
Okay, on 3.
1, 2, 3.
おお。
Nice.
Very good.
素晴らしい素晴らしい。
That was a good throw.
相性がいいですね。
相性いいですね。
We get along well.
Good synergy. Oh.
出てきた。
We were too soon. はい、言うのが早かったですね。
All right, let's try again.
1, 2, 3.
これ2回連続すごいですね。
2 in a row. Perfect.
Nice.
あ、ナイス。
Did it.
Nice ですね。
ナイスです。
I do want to make a comment though that in the TV show there were a lot of Pokemon trainers that were able to catch Pokemon without battling them, so you kind of get that sense here with the wild Pokemon encounters. It's really a cool simulation.
まあそうですね。先ほどアニメの話は出ましたけれども、アニメの中にはバトルせずに野生のポケモンを捕まえたトレーナーたちはいましたので、やっぱりそういう実感もこのゲームではできますよね。
そうですね。ボールをいかにこう。楽しく投げるかっていうのが遊びの一つにしてます。
Yeah, really how you throw out that Pokeball. That's really the entire experience of, catching Pokemon in this game. So we definitely put a lot of care into that.
Yeah. It's actually, why don't we do a battle, a trainer battle?
Okay.
We're gonna try to dodge all of these Pokemon. They're swarming today.
ポケモン一応トレーナーバトルやってみたいと思うんですけれども、ポケモンが結構多いですね。
そうなんですよ。ここはわらわらポケモンがいる場所なんで。
Yeah, and then Viridian Forest in particular, there's just a ton of Pokemon kind of walking around the grass, you can see.
So in a trainer battle, both players get to battle as well, and that can be a big help for somebody who's more of a novice player. でトレーナーバトルでは協力プレイの場合は2人でも、バトルができますよね。でこれは初心者に向いては結構いいんですよね。
そうですね。やっぱりリビングでプレイしてる時に誰か見つけてプレイしてる人をちょっとサポートしてみようかなって思ったり一緒に楽しめるように今回してます。
I think it's going to be a lot of fun if players are in their living room playing on their TVs and someone maybe comes in. You can just quickly join in the game and enjoy the experience together.
今回音楽も一番最初の赤緑時代の音楽をよりクラシックにしてテレビで聴いても非常に高音質で楽しめるようにしてます。
We really took the original music from the Red and Blue games and kind of that classic take, but made them in really high fidelity this time around, so you can even really enjoy listening it to your big screen TV, for example.
Yeah, well, I've always been a fan, Masuda-san, of your work on the music in the Pokemon series, so I'm very excited to be able to experience that in my living room. で僕はもう長い間増田さんの今までポケモンシリーズで作ってきた音楽の大ファンなので、ソファに座ってリビングでそれが聞こえるっていうのがすごい楽しみです。
Same for me. Like the last time I played a Pokemon game, and I'm embarrassed to admit that it was back in the Game Boy era. So this is super nostalgic for me. I'm really excited to play it completely.
そうですね。テレサさんは当時のポケモンファンで、このように当時の遊びがまたテレビで遊べるっていうのがすごい、懐かしさがありますね。
良いですね。なんかそうなんですよ。当時のファンの子たちもそうですし。当時の子だと大体なんとなくこう冒険の、どう進めたらいいかっていうのが分かると思うんで初めてポケモンをプレイする人と一緒になんていうんですかね、こうガイドじゃないですけど、一緒に楽しめるっていうふうにできるといいなっていうふうに思ってます。
I think one fun aspect of that is for players who maybe enjoyed the original generation of Pokemon games, they'll generally know how the adventure goes in these games and be able to kind of give maybe advice or help maybe guide some of the younger players who may be enjoying these for the first time.
And it looks like Teresa has decided to swap out her Pokemon. テレサさんがパートナーポケモンは違うものにしようと
でかいの乗りましたね、いわく。
That is
Jumped on a big onyx there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's really cool that this game really does show Pokemon in their true scale format. So it's really interesting to see this tinier, smaller Pokemon versus the ever majestic Onyx.
そうですね、今回のソフトはポケモンの本当の規模を表してますので、
はい、
ああいうちっちゃいポケモンとでっかいポケモンの、はい、違いを見せるっていうのがすごい面白いですね。
はい、やっぱりでかいと乗りたくなるんですよね。
I think when the Pokemon are that big, you really just kind of as a player want to ride them.
Yeah.
で結構マルマインだと転がったりとか。結構アイデアとかをモーションデザイナーの人たちがいろいろ作ってくれました。
But you're going to see that our animators got really creative with some of the Pokemon. For example, like Electrode, instead of walking, it's going to be rolling behind you like a ball.
So it looks like we've gotten out of Viridian Forest and we have now come to Pewter City. で今は常盤の森を出て、ニビシティに来ましたよね。So who's this character that we're seeing? 今のキャラクターは誰でしょうか。
これライバルですね。今作プレイヤーもそうですけど主人公もそうですけどピカチュウ版の当時のそれとはちょっと違う、キャラクターを登場させてます。
So this is actually the rival in these games, and you'll see that it's different than the rival that appeared in Pokemon Yellow version, which these games are based off of. And there's a lot of other differences to the characters as well.
彼はライバルなんですけど結構親切で、時に怖がったりするんですけど、ちょっとどこで怖がるかはお楽しみにしてもらえればと思います。
But you'll see, even though we're technically calling it your rival, he's actually quite kind to you. Of course, he has other personality traits, like he gets scared very easily, and I think you're going to have fun seeing in which situations he gets scared at.
こうしてキャラクターに変化を、新しいキャラクターを登場させることで新しいイベントを作ったりっていうこともしています。
So we've added some new events to the games compared to the originals, and also changed up the characters a bit to make them kind of feel fresh.
That's great. Well, Teresa, since we just went through Viridian Forest and had a few battles, maybe we should go to the Pokemon Center and heal our Pokemon.
That's probably a good call.
常盤の森でいろいろバトルしてきましたので、
はい、
ポケモンセンターで、ちょっと回復した方がいいんじゃないでしょうか。
もうおなじみのポケモンセンターです。
It's a pretty familiar location for fans, I think.
I like how Pikachu jumps off your shoulder. ここでピカチュウが肩からカウンターに乗るっていうのがすごい可愛いですね。はい。
あと今お気づきの方いらっしゃったかもしれないですけど、ドット絵でちょっと表現していたりと。
You may have seen in the Pokemon Center, we made sure to keep the original pixel art, not the original, but the pixel art for the Pokemon appearing on the screen there.
やっぱね 3D になってもなんかドット絵ってやっぱりねいいんですよね。
Game Freak really loves the pixel art. Even if we go to 3D, we still want to keep them in the game.
That's right.
あとこうやって街の中にもポケモンと一緒にいる人がいますね。
You see lots of residents of the town walking around living with their Pokemon.
Yeah, and the town looks great. 本当に街がすごい出来がいいですね。
はい。建物も再度やっぱりデザイナーが全部設計し直してますね。
And all the buildings been redesigned by all of our graphic designers.
And you were mentioning the townspeople with their Pokemon. その村人とポケモンがあちこちにいますけれども。はい。This is
これヤドンですね。
That's a slowpoke, as you can see.
今まで、そのピカチュウベースなんですけど、こういったイベントはもともとはなかったものですね。
So these kind of little events we've peppered throughout the game that weren't in the original Pokemon Yellow version.
特にこうしてフィールドに一緒にポケモンがいるっていうのが、一緒にみんなで生活している感じっていうのが出せて、非常に楽しめると思います。
Part of this was to really increase that feeling of humans and Pokemon living together in the same world.
It's also very interesting that the world has encouraged for the player to interact with the world because you never know what's going to happen. It's really exciting.
そうですね。あとは今回の世界が本当にプレイヤーがいろんなものとインタラクションをしてどういう結果を出るかっていうのは楽しみですね。
そうですね。ちょっと今ヤドンらしい。
Pretty slowpoke-like thing to do there, I think.
Well, perhaps we should take the advice of our rival and head toward the gym.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
ではライバルのアドバイスを受けて、ジムの方に向かっていきましょうか。
はい。
Let's do it.
こは今度のジムですね。
This is the gym, obviously.
Wow, the gyms have really changed in design. ジムのデザインはかなり変わりましたね。
はい、もともとのベースは一緒なんですけど、なんていうんですかね、よりこの場所にジムがあった時にみんな観客がやっぱりいるんじゃないかとか、少し膨らませています。この他にもジムによっては、オリジナルの、ピカチュウバージョンとは違うジムもあったりします。
When making these games on Switch, bringing the region to the Switch games, we took the original gyms as a base, but then thought what we could add on to it to kind of enrich the visuals and everything. We felt that maybe for this gym, you'd probably be some spectator seats, but depending on which gym you go to, it may even be completely different from the Pokemon Yellow version.
これ今水タイプか草タイプどっちか持ってますかって聞かれたんですけど。
So the guy was asking you if you had a water or grass type Pokemon.
And so we're getting close to Brock, who appears in this game. やはりたけしに向かっていますけれども。
まあね、岩といえばたけしですよね。
With rock types, it's all about Brock, right?
Yes, and we do see that we have some very fun lines from the past game as well. 過去のソフトからのセリフも。
はい、これはね。変えられないですね、こういう大事なセリフの人たちは。
Yeah, some of those lines you really just can't change.
They're too iconic. I'd be sad if they weren't there.
そうですよね。なかったらなんかがっかりしますよね。
そうなんですよ。そうなんですよ。
That's right.
自分たちも作っててやっぱり、これ消せないだろうっていうのがいっぱいありますんで。
And not just for the fans, but as creators ourselves, we're making the games. We're like, yeah, we can't get rid of this. We got to keep it as it was.
So let's. Oh, nice.
All right, your
二度
turn,
蹴り
Bill.
です
No
ね。
pressure.
やっぱり2人でバトルするっていうのが
良いですね。
便利ですね。It's nice to be able to battle together.
The other really cool thing too is that not just with the trainer battles, but also the Pokemon encounters, you can feel everything, every interaction through the Joy-Con. It's really satisfying and really immersive experience.
そうですね。やはりトレーナーバトルだけじゃなくて、どんなインタラクションでもやっぱりジョイコンの振動で体感できます。で、それがすごい気持ちいいんですね。
はい。ブルブルっと技を受けた時とかもブルブルってするんで、これもジョイコンのやっぱり機能の素晴らしいところだと思ったんで取り入れてます。
Yeah, we really thought that the HD rumble in the Joy-Cons is a really cool technology. We put a lot of care into making it feel good, like when there's maybe you get attacked, it rumbles a little bit, and it feels like you're getting hit almost.
もう本当にスイッチの性能を全部活かしてますね。
はい。
Really using all of the features of Nintendo Switch.
And here is Brock. You made it.
皆さんおなじみの
Brock that everyone is familiar with, I think.
I think at this point we kind of want to move topics, switch gears, and talk about something else.
That's right. では実演プレイは、
はい、
ちょっと休憩をして、
はい、
別のトピックに移しますけれども。
はい。
So we've been playing with the Joy-Con, but of course the game is also compatible with a special new controller, the Pokeball Plus. 今まではJoy-Con で遊んでいましたけれども、実はもう一つの特別なコントローラー対応してますよね。モンスターボールプラスですね。
はい。
And the Pokeball Plus, it acts as a Joy-Con. It has all the functionality. It's got a control stick that you can press down, and even a button on the top. で、本当にJoy-Con そのものの機能も入っていますし、操作スティックもあって、それも押し込むことができますし、上にボタンがありますよね。
これ振動もまた特別な振動になっていて、より振動力が強いと。
You actually see that the rumble in the Pokeball Plus is even stronger than a typical Joy-Con, so it's a kind of a special experience.
で今回ジョイコンじゃないこのモンスターボールプラスを買った時にですね、最初に何にも入ってないモンスターボールってちょっと寂しいなと思って、もっとワクワクしたいなと思ったんで、最初にちょっと何入れたらいいかなと思って、なんかポケモン入れておきたいなと思ったんですけど、いろいろ考えてミュウを最初に入れて、 なのでお店で買って家に帰るまでこうミュウがキューキュー言ってるっていう状況になりますんで、このプレゼントをみんなに喜んでもらえたらなと思ってます。
When we were making the Pokeball Plus, we knew we were gonna, it was gonna come out, but we felt that if it was empty when you bought it, you'd feel kind of lonely. So we were thinking of Pokemon to put inside of the Pokeball Plus when players first get it, and deciding which Pokemon to put in there, we just came down to Mew, the mythical Pokemon Mew. That'd be the most appropriate. So when players go to the store and they're on their way back home with it, they'll be able to kind of hear Mew cry from inside of the ball, and it'll be an interesting experience.
That's right. So then you can transfer that Mew into your game, and you can also put other Pokemon into the Pokeball and take them with you when you go out on a walk. And then based on your movement and your activity, you can then get presents in the game when you bring the Pokemon back. でおっしゃったように、この中にポケモンが入ることができて、でミュウは、ソフトに転送することもできますし、でソフトからの別のポケモンもどのポケモンでもここに転送することができて、散歩に出て、その動きをベースに戻ってくるときにまた何かプレゼントがもらえますよね。
そうですね。ちょっといいことがありますけども、相棒、これ今相棒入ってると思うんですけど、
そうですね。
はい。泣くかな。
Maybe hear your partner cry out here.
I'm shaking it up close to my mic so everyone can hear. マイクの近くに振って見てる皆さんが聞こえます。But what I really like about the Pokeball Plus controller is the weight, the size, and actually it feels so good. この僕が結構気に入ってるのがやっぱりこのサイズとこの重さとこの表面の感触が、
そうなんですよ。感触いいんですよね。
そうですよね。
Yeah, the feel of the Pokeball Plus is really nice.
でこの LED もいろんな色になるんで、ポケモンのちょっとこうタイプというかあれですね、ポケモンのちょっとカラーに合わせて光ったりもしますんで。
The LED light that you can see at where the joystick is actually lights up in a really wide variety of colors, and it kind of corresponds with the type of the Pokemon that's inside of it.
But then, of course, you can also connect it to your cell phone and use it as a Pokemon Go Plus and play Pokemon Go and interact with Pokestops and catch Pokemon just using this without taking your phone out as well. で、携帯にも接続して、無線で接続して、ポケモン Go プラスとして使えることもできますよね。
できますね。ポケモン Go と連携すると、ポケモン Go プラスと。いうモンスターボールプラス。
So yeah, it's a Pokeball Plus, but when you connect with Pokemon Go, it works as a Pokemon Go Plus.
That's right. So lots of functionality. 本当にいろんな使い方がありますね。
これ楽しめると思います。
So beyond just sharing your adventure with another player to play co-op, you're also able to battle and trade with other players. Maybe Mr. Masuda has more information on that feature.
はい。先ほど協力プレイを見せたんですけれども、それ以外に実際にプレイヤーとバトルとかポケモンの交換もできますよね。
今回通信交換について映像をご用意したので、それをお見せしつつご説明したいと思います。
They've actually brought a video to show off some of the link trade and battle aspects.
Great, let's take a look at the video. じゃあビデオを見てみましょう。
はい、ここですね。ワイヤレスですね。ローカル通信とインターネット通信っていうのを使用しまして、シングルバトル、ダブルバトル、交換を楽しむことができます。
As you can see, you can use either local wireless or connect over the internet to play, do link trades or do single battle and double battle battles against friends and other players.
で今ポケモンが出てますけど、通信に関してこのポケモンアイコンを選んでその組み合わせがパスワードとなってマッチングが成立するようになっています。
And you saw on screen there it said link code, and what that is pretty much a matchmaking password. You choose a combination of Pokemon and are matched up with other players who chose the same combination.
なので友達と、ピカチュウ、EV 不思議だねって決めてですね、交換することができますね。
So you tell your friend, okay, pick Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and Eevee, and then we'll be able to connect and trade together or battle together.
で、ポケモンを選んで、
you pick a
交換画面
Pokemon,
になり
you're
ま
able to
す。
go into the trading sequence.
バイバイロコン。
See you later, Vulpix.
これは昔のケーブル時代のイメージをデジタルケーブルにしてます。
You can see that animation is kind of reminiscent of the maybe the link cable that you had to use to trade Pokemon back then. We just kind of digitized that into a cool trading sequence.
やっぱねケーブル楽しかったですからね。
Yeah, we just have good memories, fond memories of trading with that link cable.
Great. But of course, not only can you trade Pokemon with other players, but you can also connect with Pokemon Go, and you can send Pokemon from Pokemon Go into Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, correct? でこれはもちろん他のプレイヤーとポケモンの交換はできますけれども、それ以外にも、ポケモン GO に接続して、ポケモン GO からポケモンを、レッツゴーピカチュウ、レッツゴーイービーに配信することができますよね。
そうですね。送ることができるようになってます。Go パークという場所がありますので、そちらも見てみたいと思います。
Yeah, there's actually a location that facilitates that called Go Park, and hopefully we can show off a little bit of what that is.
ここは昔のサファリゾーンがあったピカチュウ版だとサファリゾーンなんですよね。
So in Pokemon Yellow version, there was the Safari Zone, but Go Park actually is in that same location. It replaces it.
ここで、ポケモンの Go パークの方に行くことができます。
And from there, at the reception, you can choose which Go Park to go into.
でこの場所でアローラの姿を含めた関東地方のポケモンが、レッツゴーピカチュウ、レッツゴーイービーに持ってくることができます。
You can bring from Pokemon Go any of the Kanto region Pokemon, including their Alolan variants, and transfer them to the game, and they'll appear in Go Park here.
This looks like a fun place for the Pokemon. ポケモンにとってはとても楽しいところみたいですね。
いろんなここで行動しますので、なんていうんですかね、こう家にポケモンがいる、テレビでずっとその映像を映していくだけでも楽しいと思います。
Yeah, and you'll see them just running around doing little fun movements in here. So I think maybe just using it as like a screensaver for your TV could be kind of fun to see the Pokemon moving around in your house almost.
And so once you've sent a Pokemon from Pokemon Go here to Go Park, then how do you bring it into the game? でポケモン GO からここの Go パークに転送した後に、ゲームに持ってくるには、そうですね、どうするんですか？
これこのポケモンと話しかけてですね、Go パークの方にこれですね。
So you talk to the Pokemon, and then
これで、今度は捕獲画面になりますので、ここで捕まえることで、レッツゴーピカチュウ、レッツゴーイーブイで使えるようになると。
So after talking to him, they're able to choose the catch option, which brings you into the catching or encounter screen. And if you catch them, then they're joining your party pretty much.
なのでちょっと CP が高いポケモン GO の、ポケモンを持ってきていると、レベルが高めなものになったりするので。
And you'll see if you transfer over Pokemon from Pokemon Go that have a really high CP level, they'll appear in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee at a pretty much a higher level. They'll be stronger.
So that will make them harder to capture. ということは捕まえにくくなりますよね。
若干。
A little bit. A little bit.
あとはやっぱり自分がポケモン GO を例えばしてたとしましても、持ってるポケモンってある程度限られるので、友達からもどんどんもらえるように、なっていますので、親であったり友達であったりいろんな人からこうポケモン GO のポケモンを集めるっていう楽しみ方もできます。
And you can receive Pokemon from Pokemon Go. It doesn't matter whose Pokemon Go it is. You can get them from friends, maybe a parent or grandparents. You can get a whole bunch of different Pokemon from Pokemon Go and see what they're like in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
And when you send the Pokemon from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, they leave your Pokemon Go, and in exchange you would get some candies. でその場合はやっぱりポケモン GO からそのポケモンがもういなくなって、ピカチュウ、イービーの方に行って、ポケモン GO から転送した人がキャンディーがもらえることですよね。
はい、そうなんです。今回育成のシステムを少し変えまして、ポケモン博士に送ると、
Yeah, we've actually introduced a new system. In addition to what you just said, we've introduced a new system to strengthen Pokemon with candy and Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
これは今あれですね。はい。
So
ちょっとこれに育成システムを、はい、スライドをちょっと用意しました。
And we got a couple of slides just to show off how that actually works.
はい、これ今ちょうどプロフェッサーに送るとこですね。
So you can see on this screen here, it gives you the option to send to professor.
はい、で、オーキッド博士に送ることで、そのポケモンの送った数によって飴をもらうことができます。
And depending on the number of Pokemon you actually send to Professor Oak, with this option, you're able to get a variety of candy.
今これクイックキャンディーになってますね。
So this one is a quick candy you saw on screen there.
はい、で、この飴をポケモンに与えることによって強さを高めることができます。
And by giving these candy to your Pokemon, you're able to power up their different stats.
そういう意味で今までの本編とはちょっと違う今作ならではの違ったポケモンの育て方を楽しんでもらいたいなと思ってます。
So this way to strengthen your Pokemon, it's a system that's kind of unique to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. You didn't really see it in the other games.
Well, and what it also means is that as you're playing through the game and you're having those wild Pokemon encounters and you're able to capture lots of wild Pokemon, there's actually a way that builds back into the gameplay. でその野生のポケモンをどんどん捕まえることができるんですけれども、そのどんどん捕まえる上でやっぱり使い道があるっていう、ゲームプレイのサイクルにも関係がありますよね。
今回はもうとにかくポケモンいっぱい捕まえてほしいっていうポケモンをこのレッツゴーピカチュウ EV にいっぱい集めてほしいっていうのが、ありますので、そういう。
So, and as you can see, I mean, I've been showing that all these different ways we want to make players just catch more and more Pokemon, and this is just another incentive to do that. And Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Well, that's great. I mean, I'm personally very excited to be able to not only sit down and play Pokemon on my TV, but also to be able to play co-op with my own daughter and introduce her to the Pokemon series as well. 僕自身はやはりポケモンレッツゴーピカチュウレッツゴーイービーでテレビの前で座って遊べるっていうのも楽しみなんですけれども、自分の娘と一緒にポケモンシリーズの紹介をぜひしたいと思ってますので。
That's nice.
はいはい、多分、ルートはどう行けばどう冒険すればいいかはもう素晴らしいトレーナーなので分かってると思うんで。
Bill, you're an amazing Pokemon trainer, so I think you'll be able to give some tips to your daughter about where to go and how to play.
Yeah, so it should be fun. 楽しみにしてます。So I think we're getting towards the end of our gameplay today, but I wanted to give Mr. Masuda a chance to deliver any last messages to all of our fans. じゃあ今日の実演プレイは大体これで終わりになるんですけれども、増田さんの方から最後の一言は何かメッセージはありますでしょうか。
まず1個あって、現在レッツゴーピカチュウレッツゴー EV のこの E3 の出展を記念してですね、ポケモン GO でこの E3 の期間中ですね、レッツゴーびっくり、LETSGO びっくりマークのアンノーンと、ピカチュウ EV がロサンゼルス市内に登場します。
So one fun thing I have to announce for players in the general vicinity or here at the show is that to kind of celebrate our this show and also being able to have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee on display here at E3, we're going to have Pikachu, Eevee, and Let's Go, the unknown characters, the Pokemon that resemble LETSGO and the exclamation mark appear in the LA area. So go out and catch them if you can.
Well, that's great because I am very short on my unknowns in Pokemon Go. それは僕はアンノーンをあんまり捕まえてないので Go で、なのですごい
ぜひ捕まえてください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
で、今回本編やっぱり楽しんでくれてた今までのファンの子たちとしてこうしてポケモン GO で多くポケモンを知ってもらったので、それぞれが一緒になってさらにこのポケモンを盛り上げて、みんなのポケモンっていうことで一緒に遊んで楽しんでもらえたらなというふうに思ってます。
And I keep saying a Pokemon for everyone with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. And what I really mean by that is that with Pokemon Go, there are so many new players who are experiencing Pokemon for the first time. But of course, our longtime fans who have loved Pokemon games, for over all these years, are extremely important to us. With these games, I'm really hoping that I can kind of bring them together and get everyone to really enjoy Pokemon.
That sounds like a very good goal. とても素敵な目的ですね。
はい。
Well, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been a lot of fun. 今朝は本当に楽しかったです。どうもありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
Nintendo Treehouse Live will continue after a short break. We've got more games to come, and I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. では、
but we have maybe one more announcement to make.
That's right. I was forgetting. もう終わるところでしたけれども、もう一つ言わなきゃいけないことがあります。I forgot to mention that this morning we did announce that in addition to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and the Pokeball Plus, Nintendo will also be offering a special bundle version that includes the game and the Pokeball Plus controller. ポケモンレッツゴーイービーの、ソフトと、ポケモンレッツゴーピカチュウのソフトと、モンスターボールプラスのコントローラーがありますけれども、今朝発表されたのが、ソフトと、モンスターボールプラスの同梱版のパッケージも用意してます。
一緒に冒険だ。
That's right. You can go on an adventure together. So. Great. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will be back shortly. 皆さん見ていただいてどうもありがとうございます。この後ツリーハウスライブの配信は続きますけれども、申し訳ないんですがこの後英語のみになります。それでは皆さんありがとうございました。
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam, joined by my colleague Kirk down at the end, who's going to be helping us out with some gameplay this segment. And we've got some very special guests joining us right now. Here I have Eric, Aryan, and Nick from Epic Games. We're going to hang out with us and play a little Fortnite Battle Royale. Then thank you so much, guys, for coming by and spending some time with us today.
We're super excited. It's fantastic to have Fortnite on the Switch, and so we're so excited to be here.
So as we're getting in here, Nick and Kirk are going to be doing some gameplay, but for folks who are watching who maybe haven't had a chance to jump into Fortnite Battle Royale before, we should probably kick off with a really quick intro to what this game is all about.
Yeah, sure. So the basic premise of Fortnite is you and 100 other people are dropped onto an island, and the last man standing wins. And so you use any tools at your disposal to basically figure out a way to be that last person standing, whether it's weapons or special items or building a really cool base. We have all kinds of really fun and exciting tools to use to be that last person standing.
Well, we're incredibly happy to have you with us on Nintendo Switch, and we'll be able to hop into some gameplay here, show some stuff. Fine dance moves going on here. Excellent work, guys.
So one of the really cool things about Fortnite is how fun and sort of lighthearted it is. And you can see as they're queuing up for a match right now, they're showing off some of their emotes. And those emotes they range from dances to throwing up, communications to your friends and other things like that. So right now what's happening is they're loading into the match, and they'll start out on the loading island for a brief period of time. After that, they're going to take the battle bus across the island, choose a point to drop into the match, and start looting up and start figuring out what exactly they want to do to win.
And of course, this is live online gameplay, so we're not really sure what we're going to see here, who's going to come in and pay our guys a visit, but really looking forward to seeing how things shape up. So as we're getting kind of comfortable here started, we should probably go over some of the HUD elements for folks who aren't familiar with Fortnite to let them know what they're looking at.
Yep, so in the bottom middle, you've got your health bar, which is basically shows you how much life you have available. You can see there's 100 life and up to 100 shield. If you find various shield potions or other shield items throughout the world, those will allow you to gain more health.
And here
now, as you can see, they're moving across the map. They're going to dive in. At the top right, you've got basically what we call a mini map, and that shows you where you are. Top left, you've got the team. You've got the team list of your people you're playing with, and then in the bottom right, once they jump off the bus, you'll see that they've got an inventory, basic items that they can carry. Everyone starts with a pickaxe. This is a big part of Fortnite's gameplay is that you can destroy a lot of the objects around the world. So destroying those objects will get you different resources such as wood, stone, or metal. And then with those resources, you can build different objects. So you can build a wall, you can build a ramp, you can build a floor, and those can be used in a variety of different ways. If you want to be, if you just want to be mobile and get around the map to go up a cliff or down a cliff, you want to build a wall for some cover if somebody's shooting at you. These are all sort of the on-the-fly choices that you can make.
And I think we'll be able to see a lot more of crafting as we get into the game here. But right now, right at the start, there's a pretty big strategic decision you have to make as far as where you're going to land on the map. Exactly.
So it looks like in this match, we're jumping in, starting somewhere a little more remote, so maybe we won't find other players. Some of the more, you'll see on the map has some of the what we call points of interest or different city locations. And generally, those are a little bit more populated. So you've got, Dusty Divot in the middle or Tilted Towers over to the left. And they've jumped to Junk Junction, which is in sort of the northwest quadrant. It's a little bit further away from stuff and gives them the ability to hopefully gather some equipment without any harm.
And this is available on the Nintendo eShop right now for Nintendo Switch. So hopefully we're running into some other folks who are playing on Switch here as well. And, nice, got some good gear going there. I do love that when you're first getting started, you really have to decide, okay, are you prioritizing collecting materials, gathering weapons, really what's your approach going to be? And maybe you want to be somewhere more populated so you can try to secure some quick kills. But on the other hand, maybe you want to get out here a little bit further away, build up some resources, and then start trying to approach other players.
That's right, and we try to promote as many different styles of play as possible. And so for some players, Tilted Towers is a location that's generally pretty populated because there's a lot of loot there. If you're a more aggressive player, you can go there, and the likelihood of finding another player is very, very high.
So just thinking of other strategic elements that folks are going to want to keep in mind as, see a vending
that's
machine
a vending
there.
machine there. So vending machines are an item that we added a little while ago that allows you to trade in your resources for, looks like they're doing a laugh emote, that you can trade in resources for different types of items. And if you whack it with your pickaxe, it'll kind of cycle through the different items that are available. So if you don't find a gun that you might, that you're interested in, this would give you an opportunity or an option to acquire it through a different means. So you can see there is this golden chest. So all around the map are chests randomly placed in various locations, and they're always guaranteed to drop at least one weapon, some ammo, a consumable of some sort, and that's kind of, in the early starting game, something that you really want to seek out.
And they do have a pretty specific sound effect, distinct sound to listen for. So if you're checking out some basements and attics and you're not sure whether or not there's a chest there, the audio is very important. You want to be paying attention for that cue to say, okay, there's a chest nearby. You should spend a little bit more time searching for it.
That's right, and it's got kind of a bit of a glowing sound, so you can kind of hear where it is. Now, if you look at the map, you can see we've got about a minute and 10 seconds before that first storm circle is going to start to close. And this is a really big part of Fortnite gameplay, is over time, the storm circles close in and force players closer and closer together. Now, an average match is around 20 minutes if you make it all the way to the end. So it's a nice, quick, digestible format. And you'll see that they've got a little ways to go. So it's forcing all of the remaining players. You can see it just trickle down in the top right there from about 60 to 57 players. You can watch that trickle down as players are slowly eliminated. But they're running basically back to the playable circle as the storm closes in so that they can stay safe.
Yes, you certainly can. You hang out in the storm a little bit if you want to, but your health is going to be depleting constantly as you're out there. It's an incredibly dangerous place, and your vision's also obscured when you're looking into the storm as well. So you're very vulnerable if you spend time in the storm. You really don't want to be there unless you're like, oh, I was just a little too late getting here. I really need to get myself back to safety.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And the first storm circles are a little bit, they don't do quite as much damage as the later storm circles because obviously you've got a long distance to travel. We want to allow people to, if they make a little bit of a mistake, they can catch up. But as the game progresses, that storm will get stronger and stronger.
Oh, there we go. So storm is shrinking.
Yep, and so they've got 3 minutes to get back to the safe zone, which should be plenty of time. And you can see, some combat to the right.
Oh. I do love this strategy when you're playing with a partner or a team, trying to build up some protection around you, but in that case, somebody snuck up and that did not work out.
Yep, looks like Shadow Potato 923 wins today, but
bravo, Shadow Potato.
So one of the strategies there with when you're playing with a friend is if one of you gets knocked down, you go into what we call a down but not out state. So you're not immediately eliminated from the match. They can come to you and revive you. So one of the other things that we've got you're looking at here is there's a whole lot of player customization options in Fortnite. This is huge for us. We think it's really important to be able to express yourself with a variety of different skins, emotes, what we call back bling. It's kind of a backpack accessory, and some other basic customization options that really allow you to choose who you want to be.
And actually, this is probably a really good chance for us to start talking about V-Bucks and seasons as well and how that kind of works into the Fortnite dynamic.
That's right. So our currency that you can use to purchase the Battle Pass is called it's called V-Bucks. And the Battle Pass will allow you to, if you purchase it, will allow you to basically unlock different cosmetic items through play. So we give you weekly challenges, such as eliminating other players with a certain weapon type or finding some kind of unique objects around the world, and those will give you experience to unlock these different levels and then get those cosmetics. And so we think this is a really great value for our players. Every season we introduce new skins. They are exclusive to that season and we'll never sell them again. So if if there's something in that really piques your interest, now's the time to act because it's not going to come back for the next season.
And I will say, I do really appreciate that. I mean, you guys have been so robust in your approach to updates and new content, making sure there's always fresh stuff there for the player. But it's not pay to win. So there's a lot of expressing your personal style and your personality in your play style, but it doesn't feel like, if I don't buy, this weapon or this item, I'm going to be non-competitive for a while.
That's right. That's a huge deal to us, is making sure that our cosmetics are entirely cosmetic only, and they're not going to affect gameplay. They're not going to give you any advantage, but they do allow you to customize your character, right? We think that's really, really important for the competitive aspect of the game, and to keep that integrity of, you know, the best player wins.
You guys have put some pretty fun stuff into the recent updates, I will say. It's been a lot of fun to see that stuff get into play.
Yep, so this week we just released the thermal scoped assault rifle. It allows you to see enemies at a distance. They kind of stand out. It does a kind of color effect that allows you to see enemy players and treasure chests and supply drops. Makes it just much easier to see stuff. In the past, we've added things like shopping carts that you can use to get around the map and do cool sort of jumps and tricks, as well as a bunch of different weapon types and consumables.
Yeah, I think the shopping cart's one of my personal favorites, and coming back to that idea of this being a very lighthearted, kind of fun experience, it really kind of changes the mood. We're in the middle of a firefight and suddenly somebody YOLOs through with a shopping cart and just like, all right, hi, what's going on? Over a ramp you go. But there are some folks who jump in here to play, and they're not necessarily focused on being the last player standing. For them, it's more about the construction or the crazy jumps and just having a really fun time with the physics in this world, because it's just a blast running around and bouncing off things and seeing what kind of crazy structures you can make.
Yeah, that's right. So in every match, you know, 99 people are going to lose, or when you're playing solo at least, and that means only one person wins. So it's really important to us that it still feels fun and that you have a good time, even if you're eliminated.
So over here we've got Nick playing on the TV with a docked Switch, but we do have Kirk over on the end playing in handheld mode. Yep. Can we talk a little bit about how it was getting the handheld experience together?
Yeah, so we've been, really embracing Switch from the start, right? And it's, the form factor is so amazing, right? You can have this beautiful looking game, in your hands with controllers, right? With the Joy-Cons, and it just plays really well, right? We're also really happy with how it looks, right? It's a high-end look, right? You have all the effects, all the super cool rendering tricks and all that.
And this is the same experience.
It's the same experience, right? The same game. So, we update Fortnite every week almost. And, Switch will now be part of that update cycle. So, yeah, we're constantly enhancing it and doing new cool stuff. And, giving this to players. So we hope it's going to be really successful on Switch as well. We're super stoked. Internally in the company, people are super... happy about it, and they're all like, yeah, it's going to be my go-to platform, because after this day of work, I can just play in my bed and
cool.
Not disturb my family or whatever. And it's we hope it's going to be huge. So
well, hopefully it'll make it a little easier for folks if you want to keep up with, like, popping in every day, coming in every week, checking for updates, take it on the go, play it however you like. Can we talk a little bit about crossplay?
So there's crossplay between PC, Xbox One, mobile, and Mac right now. And if you have friends on those platforms, you can play together.
And I don't know how much we can talk about it yet, but I do know you guys have some other Switch functionality in the works.
Yeah, so we've been super hard at work doing this thing, right? It's always the challenge of announcing something and going live at the same time. Yeah. So it's always like, oh, it's crazy.
A little bit of a rush.
But yeah, we are basically focused on that. So make sure that the game runs amazing. We have amazing visuals both in both modes. And down the line, right? It has a touchscreen. So what can we do with the touchscreen that's meaningful and all that. So those are the kind of things we're going to explore kind of down the line and see what kind of cool things we can give to people. Especially just in the front end, it's easier to use your finger as a mouse, right? That's clear. But you can play with Switch in so many different ways that you might not have the touchscreen, right? So it should be an optional thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how many people will play like handheld versus like docked, and but yeah, that's one of the things that we're working on. And I think another huge thing is that we do support party voice through the headphone jack. So if you have a headphone, a microphone and a headset, you could just plug it into the headphone jack, and you can talk with your friends on whatever platform they're on. So it's actually, it's huge for Fortnite to be able to communicate with people.
Yeah, right? When you're in a squad.
Communicate with your squads, right? I see my kids just talking to each other constantly, and they win the matches all the time because they're just about communication and teamwork and all that. And so this has been a really big driver, and we were able to get this out there. So I think at this very moment it's turned off, but we'll turn it on Thursday morning.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're excited about that one.
Yeah, I can't wait for that and hearing more about these other updates that you guys have got in the works. Since we're hopping into another game, though, I did want to ask you guys your personal favorites when it comes to weapons, because one of the challenges in Fortnite is you have limited inventory space. So getting in there, deciding, okay, what gear am I going to bring with me in terms of weapons? What are your go-tos personally?
So for me, I'm a big fan of sniper weapons, whether it's the scoped assault rifle or the hunting rifle is a personal favorite of mine, because it allows you to still get that long-range combat but not lose your situational awareness, because it doesn't put you into a scope when you're zoomed in. It provides such a high opportunity for reward if you get skilled enough to use it. So that's my personal favorite.
So Arnon, how about you?
Yeah, I'm always a shotgun guy. I've made games for a long time, and I always play shotguns. So I'm still that. I like the gratitude of eliminating somebody up close and personal. So.
And another great offensive option you've got here as well is traps, which we haven't really talked about yet.
Right. So we have a number of different trap types. Some are used offensively, or some are used more sort of situationally. So we have a damage trap that you can place on floors or walls or ceilings, and if somebody walks into it, they'll take a lot of damage. So if you're the crafty sort of player who wants to build sort of intricate base or play a little bit more stealthy inside of a building or something like that, you can place it right underneath a ceiling or right beyond a door. Somebody walks into the room and takes damage, and then you can finish them off. We've also got some more tactical traps that are like a campfire that allows you to heal if you stand near it, or a launch pad that allows you to launch into the sky and redeploy your glider. Although you can see...
And sometimes you just want to dance.
Sometimes you just have to have a dance party. And, well, this is just so much fun, right? Because... you know, somebody could very easily just pick them off right now, but they're still having a fun time.
And maybe they'll just come up and join the dance. Yeah, I love that, you know, hopping into Fortnite, I never know what to expect, what I'm going to see. It's such a different game every time you play, and you really never know. I mean, everything from where you decide to land to what you decide to prioritize as far as, like, am I going to really, like, bunker down here? I'm pretty confident that this place is going to be safe from the storm, or you can do a lot of traversal, and there's so many different structures to explore as well, and, you know, just wondering, okay, you know, what's my game experience going to be this time? And chances are you're going to see some stuff you did not expect no matter what you do.
That's right. So right now you can actually see that they're playing a 50v50 match. And in the top right you can see, so there's a blue 48 and then a red, I think that's a 49. And so this is one of our really exciting modes that pits two teams of 50 against each other. And it's got some slightly different circle timing so that you have a little bit more time to gather up loot. But what happens is it eventually forces this combat in the middle between two gigantic teams. And you see these really cool build-offs, these great bases, and this sort of chaotic gameplay that, you know, we think Fortnite is so much fun and really able to deliver on. So it's really cool to see teams work together in such a large format, and we've been really excited to watch some of the strategies that evolve there.
Yeah, it's fascinating when you get to the end of a match, and sometimes it's almost like abstract art sculptures.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing to see what people can come up with. And the folks who get really good at building on the fly and building very quickly, it's incredible what you can do as far as defensive work, traversal, and I mean, really just you're going back and forth like combat construction, and it's a very seamless experience.
Yep, that's right. So building is a huge part of Fortnite, and using it, like I said, for mobility, for defense, for offense, using it for all different kinds of things is exactly what we really want to encourage. So it's a big part of the game.
So another question for both of you, just wondering, for folks who are watching who are maybe thinking, okay, I'm going to bite the bullet, I'm going to jump into Fortnite. Do you have any advice for folks who are going to jump into their first match? Some tips, some tricks for having a safe time in there?
You know, I think actually 50-50 mode is a really good mode to start, right? You know, the first people you encounter are probably on your same side, right? Because you're basically the map is split in half. So it's you have more opportunity to just find stuff and exchange stuff and see what other people are doing and build really good forts and all that. So it's a really friendly mode to start with, instead of like solo or squad-based modes where you have to have friends, right? So that's great. And you know, I think another thing is just as well, sure, there's these super hot spots where you can go and there's a lot of action happening, but I mostly just try to get as far away from everything as possible and just, you know,
Gear up for a little
chop
bit.
down all the trees and find all the stuff and just really be loaded up. And then when I encounter something, I have somebody I can have all the building structures that I make and all that. So there's many different strategies, right? I've seen people just glide forever and they wait until the storm circle is like smaller and then they land. There's so many ways to play it. It's really fun.
So one thing we should touch on here is because it looks like I think Nick just picked up a golden suppressed pistol. So we have a rarity system in Fortnite that kind of indicates the rough power of different items. And so it starts with white items being generally the weakest, green items being a little bit stronger. So white being common, then green being uncommon, blue being a little bit stronger. That's considered rare. And then purple is our epic, and then gold is our legendary. And so these different rarities kind of indicate how powerful something is. It's not an exact science, but it's roughly speaking, the gold weapons are better than a white weapon.
Yeah, especially as you're starting out, that's a good indicator. Just go by the color system and you'll have a good sense of maybe this is something I should hang on to.
Exactly. Generally, they'll be a little bit stronger, or they'll do a little bit more damage, that sort of thing. So really keeping track of the different types of weapons that you have and their different rarities is something that's great for keeping track of when you're a new user. In addition, just understanding kind of the basic building mechanics, just learning to build a ramp and getting up, to the top of a building. It'll make it really quick for you to be able to get around the map and try different things.
And I think we'll keep in mind as you get started as well, like fall damage is something you want to take into account if you're really building up high. Got to watch your step a little bit.
That's right. So there is fall damage. So, if you build up too high, you can take a little bit of damage. That's in order to basically make it so that the building is a little bit more balanced, so that you can't just build up to the sky with no risk.
I'm looking at, say, building cover. The moment you put something up, it's got a little bit of resistance to it. It's going to get stronger as it finishes construction. But if you're in a really tight spot and you just need to throw up a wall for a second to give yourself some breathing room, even if it just went up, it's going to have a little bit of protection for you.
That's right.
So getting used to flipping back and forth and saying, okay, at the very least, like, can I put a wall in front of myself real quick if I need to? Give myself a second to think about what I'm going to do next.
That's right. Yeah, and that's a great way to sort of defend yourself. You see some people build a one-by-one box if they need to bandage or heal up. You can see here, Nick's kind of using that for a little bit of a defensive structure. And so what you'll see a lot of times is if you shoot someone or do a little bit of damage to someone, they'll very quickly build up that defense so that they can assess the situation.
And there's another interesting strategy we could talk about, especially looking at squad play. So maybe as far as your item loadout, what you decide to keep and what your teammates decide to keep, you could really mix it up when you know, okay, we're going to be working and operating as a unit. We don't all have to cover all the bases. Maybe we're going to specialize a little bit as we get into the game.
That's right. So the thing that we really love to see is when you've got a squad of people and someone maybe takes a little bit more healing items, because that means the other people have more inventory space to carry more weapons or utility things. Or maybe someone will carry more explosive weapons like a rocket launcher, and then you can share explosive ammo with your teammates, and kind of that strategy of, okay, well, I'm going to carry that this round, or maybe I'll carry a different weapon next round, and kind of getting that whole teamwork aspect going.
And sometimes strategy is just, okay, you get to be bait. Go out there and draw some fire for us.
I'm usually that person. So you can see one of the other really great things about Fortnite is we allow you to spectate other players after you've been eliminated. And that's really important for us because we like to think about the game as not so punishing that it feels like a frustrating experience. So by being able to observe potentially the person who eliminated you or your teammates through the end of the match, that gives you a way to still experience what exactly is going to go on and how it's going to finish.
And it's a great way to learn as well. So I know we're getting a little low on time. I kind of want to just keep hanging out and playing, but do you guys have any final words for folks who are watching, fans of the game, maybe new folks coming in?
I've been running with this project for some time, right? Super happy about it. Also, right, we're gonna give this to our other developers, so everybody that's using our Unreal Engine can use our latest Switch things. So that's gonna be great. I hope to see a lot of more Unreal Engine, good-looking games on Switch. So plugging that a bit, but we share everything that we find out with our developers. So third parties. That's great.
Yeah, and so, one of the things that's so important for us on Fortnite is just continuing to update the game, provide great experiences for our players. That means, weekly updates, weekly changes, including new items, map updates, map changes. Really making sure that the game feels like a living, breathing world that's evolving and, never feels stale. That's so important for us, and, we're going to keep doing that as long as we can.
Well, thank you so much again, guys, for coming by and hanging out with us. I know you got probably a very busy day ahead of you, but it was great to have a chance to show off a little bit of what this game can do on Nintendo Switch, and hope the rest of the day goes well for you as well. But folks, you're watching again. This was Fortnite Battle Royale on Nintendo Switch. It's in the Nintendo eShop right now. It's free, so I would recommend going to check it out. I'm very excited to jump into this game as well now that my Switch is loading up for it. But thanks for watching, and please do stay tuned. Up next, we're going to be taking another jump into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and taking a closer look at the Inklings. So please don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I am Morgan. With me I have down at the far end Sam, Rich, and Eric Smith, who is going to be giving us an in-depth look at the freshest new fighter in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the Inkling.
Yes, this is going to be a deep dive, so to speak.
Yes.
But basically, before early in the morning, we kind of saw Sakurai go through Inkling a little bit, but this is going to be a deep dive. We're going to look at each individual move and see how exactly Inkling functions in those capacities. So let's do it.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we are going to be going to Final Destination. And I'm going to go ahead and pick Inkling. Let's go here.
I'm going all the way up to Mario here. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh.
Settings, man.
Well, we're not actually fighting.
I'll be default.
Yeah. My bad.
That's cool. We're good. We're good.
Jump the gun a little bit.
You're going to punish me anyway, so.
That's true.
I can blame my settings now.
So Inkling is all about ink and ink consumption. So you really have to learn how to manage your ink. Inkling's neutral B is going to be the tried and true splatter shot. You can see Mario's actually been covered in ink here. As he is covered in ink, he's going to take more damage from all sources of attacks after he's actually inked. It's going to wear off after a while, but for now, that's when you want to actually try to unleash on him. And then you can see at the bottom of the screen near my character portrait for Inkling, you have the ink tank, and I've actually not run out of ink, but I'm low on it. So I'm able to use some more moves, right? But now I actually am too low on ink to use certain moves. So I can't actually throw a splat bomb right now. That's what happens. So I'm actually very vulnerable at this time. What I need to do is get somewhere safe and recharge my ink, because I'm not going to be able to do stuff like use my ink brush or any source of ink. So I can use this now, but it's not going to do as much damage because I don't have ink. So I'm going to recharge by holding shield and then pressing B, which is your special button, and then fill my ink back up. So that was the neutral B, was just a splatter shot. Then we have the roller. So I love this move. So basically, the roller is going to move across the stage, and it's going to bury any enemy that hits it. So basically, what I can do is set up some really cool combos, cancel it out by pressing B, and then just punish with a smash attack. Obviously, the longer the the higher the opponent's damage is, the longer they will be buried for. So once you get them up to like 60%, you can kind of do this, cancel, boosh, and then smash them right up the stage. Boosh. So, and then you can see as Inkling moves through the ground, or through the environment, its dash actually turns into a squid. Because those of you who have played Splatoon know that Inklings are these life forms that can they can switch between Inkling form and squid form at any time. So going back and forth, I'm going to be doing that. And then actually my up B recovery, super jump straight out of Splatoon, you're going to do the exact same thing, turn into an ink, blast off into the sky.
What I love about that move is, like, do the up B again, because it does a little damage right on the front end, and then also right when you land.
Yes, I love that. So basically, that ink is not just for show. It's actually inking you up, and it's doing damage and knockback. And then let's go to the splat bomb. So the splat bomb, you can kind of just tap it and lob it straight up in the air, or you can hold it. That was backwards. Hold it. And go long distance. Then you can go like in between and hold it a little bit. It's not going to go quite as far.
Oh, my recovery is way off. I'm at 155.
Yeah, something that Sakurai-san mentioned this morning also is the indicator that's on the ink tank. That just like in Splatoon, that's how much ink is required to throw a splat bomb.
Right. Yeah.
I am covered.
And then, so obviously the smash attacks is the ink brush. Boosh. Is the forward smash. The down smash is going to be your slosher. And then the up smash is going to be hold on, where is it? Come back, Mario. Up smash is going to be your blaster. Boosh. And you can actually, so that hits in front and then kind of puts them up top, and then you can blast them with the blaster right after that. One last thing is, so this roller, as I'm rolling, it's actually, you can see putting ink on the ground. Enemies are going to move slower through this ink when they try to run through it than they would be able to normally. So you actually can use that to, create some space for yourself and then do this, because they're going to have to run through that ink to get to you too.
Yeah, which is really like Splatoon. It's like you're putting ink everywhere, and that ink is whether it's coming out of your move or your weapon or on the stage, it's affecting your enemies.
Absolutely. And speaking just like Splatoon, you can see I'm booyahing here on my taunts.
Booyah.
Yeah, booyah, booyah.
Booyah, booyah.
Which is necessary, so necessary. All right, cool. Well, that is a quick look at Inkling's moveset. So let's go ahead and let's fight. Let's fight for real.
But I just want to get my revenge right now, but I know we got to change over characters.
We do. We need those controllers right over there.
Okay, so we got to Couple controllers coming in while we switch game
Yeah,
mode.
so as you guys noticed, Rich was Mario there just kind of getting beaten up to show some moves, but they're going to now go Inkling versus Inkling and actually play a little more seriously.
Where I get legit beaten up instead of just for demonstration
Yeah, I mean,
purposes.
Eric's still probably going to win, but
we'll see.
It'll be a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, I haven't been maining Inkling a whole ton.
Why? Why is it stuck?
We don't need to worry about that yet.
There we go.
Oh, is this the one?
Cool.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I've got to swap over. There we go.
All
Okay, now we're ready.
We are going to go to...
Oh, this one's nice and cool. It's not warm for my hands yet.
Sweaty and
all right.
moist.
Moist.
Don't say that. Okay.
Inkling v. Inkling, right?
Inkling v. Inkling.
All right. So, who do I want to be here? You pick yours, and then
you can see the different colors, and each color isn't just the ink color. They've got a different sort of set of gear that looks familiar, I think, from Splatoon.
Right.
Okay. Eric's got that sort of that skull bandana that I think a lot of Splatoon players are familiar with.
There we go. Now I'm ready.
Moto boots, I think.
Inkling's all about the gear. You know, you got to look fresh when you're smashing.
Purple's cool too, though. No, I'm good here. I'm good.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be fun.
Nah, it's gonna be fun for you.
This is for the World Championship of right this second.
Okay.
You got a ton.
So one of the things,
I get a couple taunts in
all
there.
right, yeah. One of the things that Eric was touching on a little bit earlier
is just not cool.
Like just like Splatoon, when you have a full ink tank, you feel like you have all these options. You've got the splatter shot, you've got the splat roller. You can throw splat bombs, but just like in Splatoon, if you're not managing that ink properly and you run out, you pull out that sad, slow, dry roller, and it's really embarrassing.
This is just really not cool.
What?
Why are you getting everything? I'm going to use that to kind of come back onto the stage.
I'm going to need to recharge.
You know what? I'm just going to hide down here. You do your thing, because I don't want to fight you. It shouldn't be this way.
Ooh, we got a new item up in the house.
Oh, God.
You picked no!
Do it! Oh, yeah. Oh. That didn't work out the way I thought it would. That could have been a lot better. Oh, I was going to go for the grab.
Okay.
No, you don't want that. You don't want that. Going to paint you down. Oh, not cool.
I will take it.
I really was hoping I'd be able to get in there with the paint before you... I'm just going to shoot.
Nope, I'll take it.
Wow, nice grab. And nice air dodge. And nice total failure to dodge. Oh,
no!
I really appreciate that. Very kind of you.
Prioritize dodging this over.
Oh, nice.
That hurt quite a bit.
Oh, why am I going to run into that? I am very into items, but not moving fast enough for my own good. No, Smitty, why? Why do you have everything? Oh, I'm out of ink too. That's terrible.
Yeah. That was the sad roller I was talking about. The sad, dry roller.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Well, that's just
flawless victory on my part. I did an amazing job of not shooting you in the slightest. Here we go. Oh yes, get in my hook.
And Eric, you probably spent the most time with the Inkling. Do you feel like this character reminds you of anyone else's playstyle, or do you feel like
I don't want to
certain strategies
do it.
You know, because you have the ink management, it is kind of
an all new.
It is kind of all new.
Don't slow me down.
Oh, that's bad.
Except I missed completely. That's good. My panic mode is not helping exactly. It's not doing me any good here. What I'm really good at is just totally choking in the moment. I think that's one of my key skills here.
Why are you doing this? That's my middle name, actually. Choking.
Yes. Land near me. Oh, that's me over there. I lost track of myself. I'm letting the panic get to me. The panic is not good. I don't want to be in there, though.
Please
I know
get
that
in
much.
there.
Okay, I'm taking a deep breath. I'm relaxing. I'm going to roll right into your shot. Oh, okay. All right. I'm just going to reset myself here, throw the bomb in the wrong direction, and...
Ooh, it's in a Alolan Raichu. New Pokemon. We'll talk about all the new items
smash ball.
I just got to stop Smitty from getting that. And I got to not lose track of myself here. I'm not quite tall enough. I missed it. Okay.
Somebody please.
I'm just going to not worry about that then.
You're not going to bother with it?
It'll be back.
That's bad.
I don't want that right now, and I don't want you to have that either.
That's not helpful.
Presenting only the most embarrassing and painful matches I can find.
And I'm asleep.
Oh, this is great. Oh, man, the hubris got to me. The totally unearned hubris, I should add. No, I really want to not die here. I think I'm just going to die here, though. Nope, we're good.
Oh,
okay.
nice. You
Except
do need to refill your ink, though.
Yeah. And I'm still inside the blast radius. I thought I was going to hover just outside of it. I don't want us to die here.
What I love about watching you guys play is, like, there's so much Splatoon in the Inkling character because you've got so many of those different weapons from Splatoon. You've got the ink, you've got the super jump, you've got to refill your ink. They packed so much Splatoon into just one fighter.
They did. It's really impressive. And as we saw earlier, the final smash is the killer whale from Splatoon 1, which is always fun.
I don't want bees. I don't want bees.
Okay.
Oh, no.
It was a plan. I had a plan for a minute.
The bees saved you.
The bees saved you.
Bees. Okay, I do want bees. I love bees. Oh, God. All right. Got it. No. Why are you Samurai Gold? That was supposed to be mine. And you've got a little Bomberman out there. You know what? I'm gonna.
I love seeing the fully inked
I don't want
trophies.
The fully inked Bomberman too.
Smitty, please. Smitty, no.
I'm sorry.
Smitty, it doesn't have to be like this. It's gonna be like this. Oh gosh. All right.
Okay.
And that went as planned.
Hey. It was close. It was a good fight.
It was close-ish.
It was all of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
That was fun.
Good job there, Smitty.
I think Bomberman actually wins that one.
Yeah, Bomberman MVP for sure.
I'm happy I got 3. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was a look at Inkling 1v1, but why not double down on that and go Inkling?
Inkling v.
4
Inkling,
Inklings.
v. Inkling. V.
And a new stage, I think.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so
we're going to need to
3
change the
words
rule
for you. Got
set
4?
real quick. It'll be just a moment here while we do this.
We're just trying to find controllers 4.
Okay.
All right, we're reaching for controllers.
We're going to reach for controllers. Hold up.
We're getting this figured out.
We've all got controllers now. I think this one's mine. They all aim at the right system. Okay.
Yeah.
So a series of Inklings of various skills and abilities. Yeah. I'm going to put my money on me not beating Smitty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm excited to see tonight, because later tonight we've got the finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship and then the Smash Brothers Invitational. And I wonder if anybody will use the Inkling in the Smash Brothers Invitational.
We're just about set up here.
Okay. Let her take care of that. Yes. So as you said, Morgan, one of the coolest things about Inkling is how you have all the Splatoon sort of stuff wrapped into one character.
Yeah.
And with all the different colors of ink, especially, I don't know if you guys saw in the intro or the direct today, the eight player Inkling bite. That was like incredible.
Yeah, so you're going to see a bit of that chaos up here. You're going to see all of our colors on the field. And we've got controllers, so
cool.
There.
Let's do it. We're going to jump in to Moray Towers.
And this is going to be our second chance to get a look at Moray Towers, but it's going to be all Inklings this time around. So we've got all characters. I've got player 4. So you know what? I'm going to pick an Inkling whose color matches. No, I'm not. They all got claimed.
Wait.
Someone's random.
Wait.
Don't go random. There you go.
Okay, Smitty, do you want to change to a different color, and then I'll be green, and my character will be green, and my thing will be green?
Just because, yeah, I would love to do that.
That way we'll all
anyway.
kind of match. We'll be a nice palette, a nice range.
Yeah, this is close enough.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. I'll deploy all the... Did I pick my name? I did pick my name. Oh, good.
You did.
Whew.
Yeah, we all did.
I mean, it's spelled wrong. It should say loser, but it says Rich.
It's that way on my birth certificate, too.
Are you guys taunting? Did you guys taunt?
Oh, no, I didn't taunt.
Oh,
We have a
sorry.
take a quick
moment
taunt
for...
at the end of every match for us. You get,
and then
I'll do 2 taunts in recompense.
My favorite thing about this stage is that Judd and Little Judd are just dancing in the background. You know, they're kind of off duty.
I'm facing the wrong
in this
way.
game, so.
One of my favorite moves of Inkling is actually the forward air, which is this drop kick. That has actually really good clearing potential.
Oh gosh, the dolphin nearly got me there.
With Inkling,
oh my gosh.
You really have to find moves with good clearing potential and just really
It's going to take a moment to ink up.
Because they don't all have great clearing potential.
You know what, I'm going to kind of go after the people who are fighting and sneak up. That's going to be my strategy. Is I'm going to come up behind you when you're not looking.
I think I've spent about 50% of this match half buried in the ground.
Hey.
Get him, get him.
Oh, he's got the thing. Oh.
So, Eric, do you think that Splatoon players knowing about ink management will have a slight advantage at first with the Inkling
banana gun.
fighter? Or
drop the banana gun.
I think that's certainly a possibility. I mean, you don't have to worry about turf management except for that roller, which you can use to slow down enemies.
Smitty, I'm coming. Oh.
One cool tidbit is that, so when you've inked someone and then someone else inks them, like if I were to ink Morgan and then Rich, you know, begins to ink Morgan, that piles up. So if I ink him up to 50% and then Morgan inks him up to 50%, or you know what I'm saying, then that's when they'll be at 100%. They will change color ink, but it doesn't matter who's inked you, you're still going to be taking damage from all sources.
I jumped right into that too.
I feel like I really need to stay away from Smitty.
I am seeking him out to see how many KOs he can get against me. There we go.
I KO'd myself with a barrel. That was a Donkey Kong death.
I'm going to go for that. Oh, and I'm going to get hit in the back.
Somebody
I had to get
that
smash
get
ball.
that.
Somebody get that smash ball. You guys don't worry about it.
Oh no.
You don't have to worry about a thing.
That's bad. That's real bad.
You don't have to worry about a single thing here.
So you can actually aim that final smash, and you can actually set it and forget it. So once you do that, you can actually drop it and then join the fight, kind of jump right into the killer whale itself and start hitting them while they're being pummeled by that.
And you still have a degree of control over where the beam's going, too.
Correct. So healing field.
Oh, I'm getting in there.
I love
Heal me up.
Item.
Heal me up. Stop taking my healing.
It's like King of the Hill in here.
Hey. Anyone gonna jump into that for me? Nope. All right. Yo. All right.
When you're playing 4 players, it's really hard to find a safe space to be able to recharge your ink. You have to kind of get away.
Oh, I jumped right into that.
Inkling is kind of like a
wow.
Kind of like a hit and run sort of fighter, where it's like you need to get in, use all your ink up, and then get out to recharge.
Oh no.
Oh no. Someone, no.
Oh, here comes the items.
Oh.
More items.
Yeah.
Yes.
You might notice one of those assist trophies there. We got our boy Knuckles.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh, I missed. Whiffed it. Oh.
All right. About a minute left here. Please. Ooh.
Oh, no.
I'm going to use that. 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 I'm going to
Do
use
it.
that. Oh, no.
I'll take it. No, Sam got it. Sam doesn't deserve it. Oh.
Hey, come on. Oh, that was kind of cool.
Oh, you see that? You got splatted.
That was worth it.
Is that legit, or am I making a big mistake?
I think it's a real one.
It's legit. I don't want it.
No.
Oh, come on, someone. All right, I got more.
All right, fine. For the sake of TV.
Ow.
Oh,
well, that was a few.
Voiced by my own. Oh, get in there. Get in it.
This is chaos right now. So you can actually, you might notice we're on Moria Towers here at night, kind of reminiscent of what it would be like to be in a splat.
Are you taunting out there?
It is not always like this.
Who's got the thing?
Oh no. That is.
I don't want the thing.
Oh. What?
Oh
Inkling
man.
won.
Inkling won. Who would have called that?
Man.
I was not nearly as terrible as I expected to be.
Hey,
same here.
All right.
It worked out. You know, we have time for another match, so let's do it.
Yeah. So,
Morgan, A button.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to have an animal mascot showdown.
Yeah.
It's like the animal kingdom basically going
Yeah,
at
because
it.
the Inkling is, you know, a squid.
Obviously,
So why not bring in the other furry friends or whatever?
And no better place than that than an Animal Crossing stage, right?
Animal Crossing stage, but no villager here. Not in this match. So I am going to have to pick someone else. I'm going to go DK.
I'm going to go with Fox.
And I'm player 2 this time around. So let me get my name. Let's see. Pick a palette. Ooh. Yeah. I'll go classic DK.
Let's do it.
Now you have to also speak in your character's voice the whole time.
Wait, no, that's
Shy Guy.
Yeah, burn out. That works. Burn out my throat on day 1. Wind it up.
Come on, Sam.
You're fine.
Yeah, customary. Yeah, all
That's
right.
great.
I'll take a beating
I
for
really
that.
appreciate your generosity, your kindness.
That was quick. Oh, see? You deserve that. You didn't taunt at first.
I'm going to... Oh, hey.
So one thing that's really cool about Inkling is that you can actually execute the side B in the air and land with it ready to go.
Oh, gosh. No, I don't want to be in the ground right now.
Gracious.
Do the wind up.
Crystal.
The stage is too small for Sonic.
Crystal's not making things any easier here. Aye.
No.
Monkey, nope.
Someone.
Ow.
Takamaru.
What is I can't even tell who's murdering me right now. All right. There. A little moment to breathe, and Smitty's not giving it to me. Ow.
Sorry.
It's okay. Got my invincibility for just a few seconds here. And there's bees again.
There's always bees.
Oh, I underestimated where you're going to land. Guys are going to blow up
Oh,
here.
gosh.
Okay, come on.
Hi.
You need to get better at using the splatter shot. It's great at stopping people in their tracks, like Sonic, they're rolling at you, because it fires so quickly.
You're Sonic, I got you something. Oh,
Ow.
I'm just going to go over it.
Oh, gosh. I'm just going to sit over here and eat.
Going to wind up. You guys do your own thing out there. Don't worry about me. I'm just do a little mid-air wind up and come here.
No.
Oh, goodness.
Morgan trying to snipe me with Fox's laser.
I like to use the laser, just kind of stand back. And just...
Why did I run in front of that? Hey, I got one too. I thought I was going to get that. No, not you, not
That's
you.
bad.
Good. Oh,
Neutral B.
don't let him do it. He's doing it. We're all in it.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I dodged it, actually.
That is a
Oh, yeah, you dodged it.
Final smash. Oh, well played.
Sonic had the speed advantage on that one.
And I'll get in a cheap punish.
Take this.
Who likes lasers?
Metal Squid.
Hey, Metal Squid.
Wow.
What is going on out there?
It feels kind of humiliating
by the
when you
brain.
get done in by the roller.
Coming back? No, I thought you were coming back.
Trying to knock out this mother brain. Get the,
I need the points.
We don't want that.
oh, man. Gotta do some real damage, I think.
Smitty, did you get that tomato?
I did not. I'm still super high damage right now.
Ow.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my. This is bad.
Goodness.
Ah.
Okay. Stop it.
Nope.
And, oh, never. All right, Sonic, we got words.
All right, 123. There's still time for a couple more KOs.
I am
You're
not.
playing? Oh, okay.
You know that.
In time, you really have to prioritize.
Brett.
Once it gets down to like 30 seconds, kind of like in Splatoon, huh? You
Yeah.
have to figure out who you're going to go after, essentially.
And I am now
try
going
to
after
secure that one last
Sonic.
KO.
Nope.
Like Donkey Kong, discharging.
I'm just going to float away.
So we're kind of winding down the last minute of this match. Smitty, any last things you want to mention about Inkling's moveset or things you're excited about this fighter?
It feels really fresh, you know, because you really got to think about that ink management. It's a deep fighter.
Try to get rid of Midna too. Oh.
As I mentioned, it's kind of a hit-and-run sort of fight style, and Inkling's very maneuverable, so you got to use that to your advantage.
Yeah, and that's really similar to how Splatoon plays. You know, you get in, you get out, do what you can while you have ink, fill it back up. I feel like it's also a fighter that's just fun to have in a match. You've got ink everywhere. It's more colorful.
Just seems wrong.
It's a party. It's a party with the Inkling.
I'm still winding up.
Nope. What is that dunk?
No. I am still alive.
I got distracted talking.
Oh.
Get him! Get him!
Come on!
Oh, he's so heavy.
I live. Taunt.
Who has it?
DK.
Nice work.
Well played.
The dirtiest victory.
Nice.
-7. Well, at least I got my smash.
Hey, man. You know,
It's fine.
it's fine. We're all casuals. Okay.
All cool. Well, thank you guys. I think that was an awesome look at Inkling, one of the 2 new fighters, the freshest fighter, as we've said. And that's about it for this segment. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. We're going to be right back with Overcooked 2. So stick around for that, and we'll be right back.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2018. I'm Sam, we've got Chico on the end here, but in the middle we've got some special guests. We've got Ollie and Phil, developers from Ghost Town Games, and they're going to be showing us some Overcooked 2.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, let's jump into the game.
Let's jump in,
Cool.
okay.
So first here we are at the food truck. We're going to choose our chefs, so I'm going to go.
Yeah, so as you can see, we have loads of new chefs that are available in the game, as well as some old favorites that are returning. I think if you look closely, you can see some of the pre-order chefs that you can get as part of the Too Many Cooks pre-order bonus. If you pre-order the game, you can get access to these, including an exclusive platypus chef. There it is.
Oh.
Red player is playing a platypus chef there.
Yeah.
That's an exclusive pre-order bonus.
I think I'll roll
Switch.
with that one. Since I'm red matching, we'll do that.
There we go. So
right.
let's get us into game.
Let's do it. So for anyone who is not familiar with Overcooked, it is a cooperative cooking game. So we're all going to be playing on the same team. We're playing as chefs, working in lots of little kitchens, and we're going to be delivering orders for lots of hungry customers. That's our role today. That's what we're going to be doing.
I think Sam and myself, we used to work in a kitchen before,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think we can do this.
We have some restaurant experience, so
Some experience, yes. We can do this.
That's no guarantee of the quality of our output.
No, you've said it now. You've set the bar. I'm expecting some really good. So what you can see here is a little glimpse at the story for Overcooked 2, which, like the first game, opens under really trying circumstances. This is an apocalypse of a different kind.
Right.
So in this one, you have the Onion King, who is the ruler of the Onion Kingdom, reading from the Necronomicon, which is the ancient book of the bread. And it's a book that if you read from certain passages, then as you'll see, it will...
I love listening to his voice, too.
That voice is actually me recorded into a phone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's me in my spare room just going, oh, yeah. So we developed this game with Team 17, who published the first game. They've co-developed this with us. And that's why it looks so much shinier and more impressive.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous.
Yeah, they've done a really fantastic job, the team over there. They basically allowed us to add so many more features and so many more things that we wanted to add in the original game, but as a two-person developer, we just didn't have the people. Okay, so we're straight in.
So here's the basic concept of Overcooked.
Okay.
You have ingredients at the bottom of the screen.
I'll work on a tomato.
Passing those over to the top of the screen, and you guys are chopping them.
Sorry.
Where'd you put it?
Sorry.
On top left there.
Okay, I'll grab a plate.
I sliced a tomato that we don't need, so we're off to a great start.
Thank you. I'm going to serve that at the bottom. There you go. So that's
One more lettuce.
That's the basic loop.
We need a plate.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Give me the plate.
Oh, this is going good. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are on the path.
No, I'll serve that one.
Plate.
Guys, I'm passing you guys tomato and lettuce. You get that chopped. Oh, we need
this one needs, this one's a full salad, so we need lettuce, tomato, and cucumber for this one. I'll chop it for you.
That's it.
Move it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I've got
all right. We don't have sliced tomato. Okay.
I got it. I just got it. It's on.
I'm just going to start. Yeah,
that's
ready to go.
Let me serve that. There we go. All right.
Tomato and lettuce.
I can tell you guys have
Where's
worked
the
in a
plate?
kitchen before.
Where's the plate?
I've got a plate. There you go.
Got it. Tomatoes there too. Wait. Oh. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'm just going to chop stuff and put it over here. You grab what you need.
I need to get you guys.
I'll just throw that onto the plate.
Yeah, we need one lettuce.
Only one. No, not the tomato. Oh, wait. I got the lettuce.
Yeah.
Got it.
One lettuce only, one lettuce and tomato all day.
I've got a blank plate there. Okay, cool.
Going good.
You're doing well. So you can see in the bottom left, we're
lettuce
getting
only.
a tipping bonus. We've delivered so many successful recipes in succession.
That's true.
Lettuce and tomato and cucumber.
That's
58 seconds
left.
left. 2 full salads all day.
Yeah.
Need some plates.
Plates there, ready to go.
Oh, you got the tomato?
I grabbed it. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't intend
I'm just going to keep throwing these up there for you.
Okay.
Wait, that one needs cucumber. That one needs cucumber. Wait for it.
Bring it back.
Wait, cucumber.
No,
right here.
mine. Take my
There we go.
Mine's better.
All right, what else do we need? I'm lost.
Lettuce.
Oh, we
Two just lettuce, 1 full salad.
Yeah.
Just need it on a plate. And
I got it.
Full salad one.
we've got 26 seconds.
Cucumber two. Hold on.
We can do this.
Oh,
Got it.
we're slaying this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing
We
really
got
well.
this. Oh, tomato.
90 seconds.
I don't have any tomato. Can you? Oh, you brought one.
You got some.
I didn't finish chopping it.
That can go. That can go. 12 seconds. 12 seconds.
Wait, wait,
that was good.
I think we're doing great.
There you go. Need tomato.
Two lettuce and tomato.
Let's go. Done. 5,
Nice.
4. Can we get another one?
Here's lettuce.
Maybe you can sneak one in. Yeah.
All right.
Did we get that?
So close.
No, I think we just...
Well, despite our best efforts here, we were not
tried.
able to. Yeah.
Maybe if we tried just a little bit extra hard, there's a little more teamwork on the go, then we'd have been able to.
Hey, I think we did okay.
Yeah.
We did pretty good. So this will take us back to the Onion Kingdom overworld map. Well, once we've got out of the palace, we'll get to see the overworld. So that was just a basic level, you know, that just sort of introduces you to the game and how it plays and teaches you a little bit about the cooperation you're going to need. But I think we did well enough there that we can probably jump into something slightly more complicated now. I think we can try something harder.
And boy, does it get more complicated.
It really does. That is just the tip of the iceberg.
Okay.
So here, as you can see, the world map has had a bit of a lick of paint. Yeah. It's now much nicer, more vibrant, much more stuff to do. We have little switches that you can hit. There's lots of hidden levels hidden around. You'll see that the van itself actually transforms when it goes up into the sky, gets little wings.
That's adorable.
So we can have a look at 1-6, which is our first dynamic level.
Oh yeah. Can I tell them a bit about the dynamic levels?
Sure. So our dynamic levels are levels that change entirely the kitchen over the course of the level. So we've got this level here that begins, everything's very simple. We've got our salads again, and we're on this airship, and that's sort of the premise, and we'll see how it develops.
Okay.
All right, so we're doing salad again.
Okay.
Lettuce only.
Yeah, one
and
lettuce
tomato.
and one lettuce and tomato.
I got tomato.
Okay.
I've got
another lettuce.
I need a cutting board. Somebody left it there. Hey.
Oh yeah, we've also got dynamic fire in this level, so there's some.
Yeah, that's great. That's a wonderful addition. Thank you.
I got lettuce and tomato.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Lettuce only.
It needed more fire.
I'm going to serve that one. I can serve that one. That one's going out.
We need one full salad.
Okay, got the lettuce.
I got it. I'm just throwing cucumber. Don't mind me.
Okay, let's cucumber and tomato.
I am going to do some washing up.
I've got it. I'm bringing it. Okay. I'm taking that to the pass.
Oh, no!
Okay, one lettuce only, one full salad, one lettuce and tomato.
Okay, I've got plate.
Where's the plate?
I'm going to put that one there for you.
Okay. Well,
I gotta see the sky.
I gotta cut this tomato
to
first,
bruise.
or lettuce, whatever it's called.
Wait, something is happening.
Wait.
We're trapped.
Okay.
We're trapped. Go on
I'm
the
gonna.
inside.
I think we're heading into a storm, guys.
Storm's
What do I keep picking up?
This way.
I'm chopping lettuce.
Okay.
I'm chopping lettuce.
So you can see bits are starting to fall off.
Lettuce and
We've got
tomato.
more fire spreading.
3 full salads,
Somebody
1
take
lettuce
it.
and tomato all
Somebody
day.
This is
take the
sliding
lettuce
across.
and tomato.
Okay. Oh, put it down.
Needs a
I'll
cucumber.
grab it.
I can't get the cucumber. It's on the
Where
other
am I?
side.
Got it.
Okay.
Guys, this is going as well as this level.
This is going. This is great. Yeah.
There's a fire going on.
There's fire.
I'm running into the fire.
Where's the cucumber? Oh, there it is. Okay, we
3
got a
full.
cucumber.
If anybody's wondering, we need 3 full salads, 1 lettuce and tomato.
Oh, no, we have
So I've got a plate of lettuce.
cucumber. I've got a cucumber.
Okay.
Okay.
Bringing the tomato down.
I'm just.
Go.
Oh no! If this thing will stop moving, I'll chop this tomato.
Yeah, I got it. It's coming up here.
Okay, I put tomato on a plate.
Okay.
Hope that's useful.
No, I don't need tomato.
That's all right.
Okay, 2 full salads, 2 lettuce and tomato, 1 just lettuce all day.
Lettuce. I got it.
Okay.
I got lettuce.
All right, I'm going to have to do some washing up. We're going to run out of
We
place.
need some cucumber.
Got it.
We're falling, guys. We're falling.
Okay.
Okay, so as you can see.
Yeah, that was a visual representation of our performance.
Absolutely. Right, so now we're going to have some sushi recipes as well as the lettuce coming in. As you can see around the edge of this arena, we have conveyor belts that have rice and fish and some seaweed there as well.
2 lettuce and tomato, 1 just lettuce, and that'll do it for the salads.
I'm going to start cooking rice. I can't pick it up. Okay, got it.
Where the plates coming in? Okay, there's a plate. I'm going to take this just lettuce.
Hold on.
All right.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
I got a plate.
It's okay.
Do some washing
Rice
up.
is getting ready.
We'll be fine.
Where's the plate?
Oh, you're working on sushi already.
Okay, I've got lettuce and tomato up here.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to try and finish these salad orders.
I'm so lost. What should I be doing?
I need a plate.
I need to get some seaweed. Okay.
Oh, that can go. Yeah, that could go to the pass. If I get one more clean plate.
I need a clean. Sorry, thanks.
Okay, I'm going to put tomato on this plate. Then I'm going to grab a lettuce, and then we're finished with the salad.
Lettuce, yeah.
Where's
we're nearly
the
finished
plate?
salads.
Something's burning.
Guys,
Something's burning. We're on fire already.
Okay, that was my bad. That was my bad.
What am I doing? I don't know.
Okay, we've got our first
No,
issue
I'm
orders
not
now.
helping.
So we need
There you go. Someone's
nori,
dealing with the fire. That's
fish,
good.
and rice. Although the
What
rice is
the
on fire.
plate? I got the plate.
Everything is on fire.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, I've got an,
It should be.
unburned, I think unburned rice.
Is this
Okay,
a fire I can put out?
Unburned
I gotta
rice.
throw it
That's what we
away.
need.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
rice.
okay.
Is that one ready to go?
I'm just going to put this down.
There's
I'm gonna make
cucumber
rice.
on a rice. No, don't do that.
That one can go.
Whoa,
Do we need
whoa,
that?
whoa.
Yeah, I know we do need that.
Where's
Sorry.
the pot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who took the pot?
Where are the
Okay,
plates
I've got
coming
fish.
in? Oh, here's a
don't
plate. I found a
know.
plate.
Wash
Oh, I've got a plate.
yourself.
I'm
We
holding one.
need to put nori on all these
Who
plates.
put the
I've
pot
got
all the
fish.
way here?
For a plate.
Okay.
Please, guys.
I'm putting nori down.
Okay,
Cucumber.
this one
I feel
needs
like
rice.
that's needed somewhere.
I'm making rice.
Some
Hold
put down
on,
rice.
Okay.
please. Wait. I got it. Where's the plate? Which one is it? Okay, got it.
10
Oh, there's
seconds.
a
Someone
dirty
can do
plate.
it.
I'm gonna
Sushi's
take it to
ready.
the sink.
Sushi's ready, guys.
I'm doing it. I'm going for it.
I'm watching a plate. There's a plate with nori on it down here.
I'm making rice. Hold on. Oh.
Okay.
I think we did
Actually,
okay.
Yeah, we did all right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It sounded like we weren't in control, but we really were. We knew what we were doing.
That's every kitchen I've ever worked in. So.
That's it. All right, so that shows you some of the dynamic levels and how they change and how they can sort of adapt, and they get more and more intense as you go through it. Again, that's something that we were really wanted to add to the first game, but it was only really with working with Team 17 that we had the capability. One of the other big things about Overcooked 2 that wasn't in the first game and was asked for by absolutely everyone is online multiplayer. So that's something that we're bringing to Overcooked 2, so you'll be able to play with friends all around the world.
That's big. I'm very excited for that personally. We got together to play Overcooked many times the first game, but one of the hardest things was getting everyone together to do it, and now it's so much easier with the addition of online multiplayer.
Definitely.
Right.
Okay.
And we can also show you a new feature here, which is the ability to throw raw ingredients one another.
All right.
If you press the top button.
I got to cut
you
it
guys
first.
have to cut it
So
first.
it is X to throw.
You guys have got the pass. I'm just going to throw lettuce.
Okay,
Is that
so I've got
helpful?
lettuce, but there's no actual recipes.
Oh, we've got the
yet.
deep fryers. Can
Yeah,
someone
I
throw me?
chicken and
I got chicken.
potatoes.
Chicken is in the
I
fryer.
need potatoes.
Chicken's in the fryer.
You're
we can go
throwing me
lettuce
raw
right now.
chicken.
I'm going to set
I
that one
got
up.
the chicken.
There we go.
I don't.
That one's ready.
All right, I'm going to have to
ready.
cut this chicken.
Chicken's ready, guys.
All right, I'll grab
There you
it.
go.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
You gotta
That
get it
one's
before it goes in the
been served. What else do you need from us?
We need
potatoes.
potatoes.
I can do lettuce
I'm
and
just
tomato.
going to throw you
I'm
loads.
giving you a plate.
You've got 2 cutting boards over there. So do you mind cutting them
yeah,
before
if
you
you
throw
throw
to
us-
us?
Yeah,
Do some more.
Sorry.
Just throwing us raw ingredients. I mean,
Get
that's
the
fine.
plate.
It's really peaceful down
Yeah.
here. We've got lots to
We're
do.
about to lose a plate on this conveyor. Oh, come on. I tried to save it.
Okay,
You
salad's
get it straight
coming.
in?
Salad's coming.
this
Can you guys
raw
get it?
or
Oh, no,
cooked?
I
no,
can't.
all right, it's coming around.
I'm
It's
gonna
coming
wait
around.
it. I'm gonna wait
It
it.
was great. You missed it.
I'm just going to put this down.
What is that
You
thing?
do have the sink.
Potatoes are done. I need a clean plate.
Oh.
Okay,
Do we
I
have
can give you dirty plates.
We have a
That's almost
salad.
as good.
Yeah, I need dirty plates as well.
Okay, here comes the first dirty plate. It's on the conveyor belt now.
I'm just walking around with French fries
I'm
in a
throwing
fry
you guys
oil.
chicken.
Fries.
We need
have
lettuce
nowhere
and
to put
tomato
it.
on the right.
Okay.
I can't put it anywhere.
Okay.
Salad's
I'm
ready.
gonna wash that up.
Salad. Go.
Okay.
Got it. I got the fire.
There it is,
We're
there it is,
burning
there it is,
stuff.
there it is. It's coming out.
First, lettuce and
We
tomato.
need a plate. What is this?
Dirty
It's
plates
chicken
haven't
only.
come
Well,
back.
there's no chicken only.
We've got
We need fries.
somewhere in the bin, so
Is there some in the
Where,
sink?
where's the
I'm
flyer?
carrying a dirty
See?
plate.
yeah, there might be
And I'm
some.
trying to something.
Yes.
Something is in the sink. Is that what
I
that?
think
There are
it's
some
potatoes in the
fries.
sink.
Somebody
What?
put some potatoes in the sink, and that's why I couldn't
I
get the
don't know
dirty
why.
plates in there.
I don't know why they're potatoes.
For the life of me, I could not figure out why I couldn't wash these plates.
All right,
Was
we
that
can do
you,
this,
Chico?
guys. We can recover.
I don't know what to do. Wait.
Okay,
We're
I'll pass
burning
you guys
stuff.
I got
a dirty plate.
I got
that
chicken.
clean plate's about to
Chicken
go.
and potato there.
I'm gonna put this
Oh,
chicken.
okay, I got it. That's.
I'm washing dishes.
We need
I've got. Is
lettuce
this
and
cooked?
tomato.
I'm gonna give it to you.
I don't know.
Try
Look at
serving
it.
that and see how that
Let's
goes.
tomato the bomb.
Oh
Potato-
no, nobody ordered
potato
the
only.
chicken.
Do we have
needed a
potato
potato.
Well, we
The
need
potato
chicken.
has to be cut.
We need chicken and potato.
Yeah,
and
did we
need
fail that
tomatoes.
order?
Same plate.
Can you
Okay.
guys at the top throw us a lettuce or a tomato?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
I've got the dirty plates. I'll pass this to you guys on the left now.
Thank
Got it on the
you.
conveyor belt.
Wait for it to put
Perfect.
together.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna throw you a
ready.
tomato.
Caught it.
What do we need?
Nice,
Chicken
right
and
into your
potato.
hands.
Okay.
Chicken and potato.
Dirty plates are on the conveyor.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna take it to the sink.
Wait, this one's not cooked.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more.
Oh, it's done. Okay. Move.
We got to.
Who's red?
I'm
So-
trying to do. I'm trying to
away.
do the dishes.
Move away.
Okay.
Got it. We need a plate.
We do. We need need a clean plate.
Okay, we've got clean plates over here.
Put it on the conveyor. I can get it.
I think we've got 3 clean
Oh,
plates.
no, they're
All right,
moving.
wait.
Lettuce only. I have to
I'm
make
going to
lettuce
fall
only.
off if I try and give you this plate.
No, I fell.
Lettuce
Oh, no,
only.
it's
I
you.
need a plate. I need a plate. Put it down. Put it down.
I was trying to save the day.
Oh, right. We're about to burn stuff.
Potato. I got it. Potato.
Okay, I've got a plate
Potato
with...
and lettuce is
I'm
ready.
going to deliver you this plate of lettuce as soon as our rafts rejoin.
This one too.
We've got 30 seconds. I believe that we can do this.
We need a clean plate.
This one. Go.
We're going to at
a little
least
bit closer.
serve this weird
Give me a clean
customer
plate.
this plate of dry lettuce.
There's a clean plate on the sink. Give me a clean plate.
Wants the clean plate.
Sam, don't make me laugh.
I'm just running around with a tomato.
Somebody
yeah, no, give
wants
us
to eat just lettuce. It's okay. You can judge.
I'm going to take
no,
the
we need
dirty
that one.
No, I took your lettuce.
I got it.
All right, here, take the lettuce.
Yes.
I tried to pick up the dirty plate.
Do that one. We needed it. Oh.
Okay, guys, that was
Yeah,
rough.
how are we feeling about that?
I don't think the Onion King.
I feel like my
no.
heart rate
We
has
have a very
really gone up.
sad dog.
Oh, Kevin looks so
Very
I made
sad
him
dog.
disappointed.
sorry, Kevin.
I feel like we let Kevin down with our performance there. But I don't know. If there was something, I feel like we had a score there with some good throwing going on.
Given another hour, we would have had it. We would have gotten that figured out.
So that's the thing with throwing as well. You can only throw the raw ingredients because obviously if you throw a plate, it would smash. So sort of restriction in that. So you've got to really think about your strategy carefully. You know, you have to throw some of it and then wait for the things to come together so you can pass the plates back.
Yeah.
That's right.
It definitely add more challenge to it. It was fun.
That's what we want, basically. We want any mechanics that we can add to the game that encourage people to work together.
Yeah.
You know, that forces them to have to talk or scream in this case.
So we might have time for one more stage here.
One more stage. Okay. So
and this is going to show off a different type of kitchen.
That's right. Yeah, this is the Wizard School kitchen. So in these kitchens, you'll find all sorts of magical things that might happen. We have portals, and in this level, as you'll see, we have some floating counters. So this is another returning recipe from the first game, which is pizzas. We have lots of new recipes in the game. We haven't been able to show many off
that
today.
plate just has cheese on it.
I have a dough plate on the right side.
I'm going to grab it.
We have pizzas. We have
I got a tomato.
The chicken
I got
nuggets.
tomato
These
and
are
dough.
so- We also
We need
have
sausage and cheese.
All right, I'll put this in the oven.
pancakes.
Oh, wait, we need sausage. Okay.
How are we doing?
We've got
You took
2
my
sausage
cutting
pizzas,
board.
2 cheese pizzas, 2 sausage pizzas, 3 cheese pizzas all day.
There you go.
Okay, we've got sausage
Cook
pizza
it,
on
cook
the right, so that's going in the
Okay,
oven.
I've got 1 cheese pizza in the
just
oven.
fruitlessly walking around with some pepperoni.
Okay. Oh, no.
Tomatoes already cut.
Is this baked?
I, need
I
the
think it was
dough.
baked.
We have dough and tomato.
I'm taking this to the pass.
Where's the cheese?
I've got
cheese.
Oh,
Wait.
I can't get through.
Around.
Wait,
So
You
these
just
I
pass
dropped the
it.
these are good to
pizza.
go. Oh, no, that one's
It's
not.
okay, the
That one's
customer
not good.
didn't see it. Serve it anyway.
That one.
Needs a plate. I've got a plate for you. Just a second.
Oh, that does
There you
need a
go.
plate, right? You got to put it on
There
a
we
plate.
go. On the plate. Served out.
This is
that ready to go?
That one's good to go too.
Where's the
this is
one?
going-
I've got
Oh,
dough.
no,
We're
nobody
trapped
ordered
over
that.
here now, so
That's okay.
you're just dropping cheese all over the place.
Is that cooked? Oh, no, that's cooked.
I'm not washing up.
Wait. Tomato. We need cheese.
Okay, we've got.
Somebody-
we're all trapped on the right.
Somebody cut it.
Okay, that's really
Oh no,
sick.
it's just me on my own on the left.
Is that what
Right.
it
I'm gonna try and do some washing up.
I'm carrying around cheese. Does anybody need it? Oh, this needs it.
Is
Cool.
the plate.
I'm putting this in the
That's
oven.
what I said, Sam.
No. We need some more
Sorry, I
tomato.
didn't hear you.
How we doing?
We need tomato and
I
we
have
need...
sausage.
How
Do
my-
you guys
how
need
my
sausage?
chef's doing?
I need to wash the dishes.
I'm putting down this plate.
Thank you.
Okay,
This side. I have to go this way.
we're going to complete
I
this
can't
order.
open it.
No, I'm going to dump it on the floor.
What?
Now I'm going to put it on the plate.
What
Now
are
we're going
you
to complete
doing?
this order.
Sam?
Okay.
It doesn't always go as planned, Chico. I put already cooked sausage on the
Okay, I have
cutting
the
board.
clean
Right,
plate,
everyone on the
clean
bottom.
plate.
Pizza ready
Oh,
to go in the
cool.
oven.
That worked out.
Pizza's in the oven.
Somebody.
This is dough and okay, cheese. Yeah,
Cheese.
we're making pizza.
We need cheese on the right.
Oh, you throw it. Good.
Yes.
There we
Nice.
go.
Nice job.
Okay, I see a dirty plate over here.
Yeah,
Can
I got it. You can't
I
get it from
can't
that side.
grab it.
Yeah, I can get it.
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, you're holding a plate.
I
You need to grab
got
it.
the-
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
wrong one.
I've got pizza and a clean plate.
I've got cheese on this plate. Oh man, I
there's tomato. I got it.
I used your plate.
Another plate.
Sorry.
Another plate. Ah, sorry. I just threw it.
I've
It's
got
on
a
the
cooked
floor.
pizza and no plate to put it on.
It's right there, in front of you.
Where? I don't see it.
Which color are you?
It was on the floor. I'm
Yeah.
red.
Pick it up.
Okay, there we go. Now
Go.
we're serving pizza.
Oh, someone passed me the dirty plate.
It was on the
I'll do some
floor,
washing
but
up.
whatever.
Oh, that can go in the oven now.
Let's go around.
That's the one.
We've got a minute 5 seconds left.
All right.
Thanks, good, Evan.
I think are we doing okay?
Yeah.
We have
We're
doing
doing okay. All right. 3 cheese pizzas, 2 sausage pizzas all day.
Coming.
Clean plate.
Right there in the middle.
Is this cooked? This is cooked.
I don't know.
Is it on a plate?
You check.
I'm going to put that. Okay, now I'm going to serve that.
Okay, I need cheese.
I can't
What?
serve it. I'm
I can't
trapped.
Who's blue?
Someone
Blue is on the
grab
road.
that.
I've got it.
There's a ready to serve pizza
Oh, okay.
on the counter right there.
Oh, no.
We're burning stuff.
Have a
I think that was my fault. I'm
Have some
sorry.
Pizza that needs
There you
cooking.
go.
Where's
Yeah,
the trash
bin this
can?
pizza.
Pizza to cook on the left.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's ready to go. You're just
There's a
running
burnt
around with a
pizza.
burnt pizza.
Oh,
Oh, that's
20
trash.
seconds.
Okay, it's gone in.
Guys, 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
I've
we can
got
do
one
this
in
last
the oven.
one.
Do we
can
have a clean?
definitely
Okay,
do
we've
this
got
last
clean
one.
plates.
Oh no.
Clean plates.
13 seconds
Clean
left.
plates.
I've got a plate.
We
Stay
need
there.
dough.
We're gonna
10
serve this
seconds,
pizza.
10 seconds,
I've got it on the
8
plate.
seconds.
Hold on.
Ready,
Got it on
ready,
the plate. Wait.
Yes, yes,
No, wait. Come on.
5 seconds. 4,
Grab it.
3, 2.
Yes.
Nice work.
Well
We
done.
did it. Yay.
Let's see how we did. You know, 2 stars. I'm
Not
really
bad.
happy with that. I'm proud of our mediocre performance there.
I'm proud of you guys. That was an amazing performance.
That was fun.
So hopefully that gives you a little insight into Overcooked 2. There is so much more to see besides what we were able to show you today. We've got new recipes, we have new chefs, we have new arenas that you'll be able to play in. And like I mentioned before, we have 5 chefs that you'll be able to get as part of the pre-order, as well as a Platypus chef that is exclusive to Switch.
Yep.
And the game comes out on August 7th.
Thank you so much, Phil and
you
Ollie,
for
for
having
coming
us.
by and showing us your game.
Thank
And
you.
It was a ton of fun. I'm personally looking forward to it. I'll be downloading it as
Me
soon as
too.
it releases.
Yep.
All right, well, that's been Overcooked 2. Thanks so much for watching Nintendo Treehouse Live. Stay tuned. We've got some more Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming up next.
Hey there, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Nate. I am here with a lot of people. We are now basically mere minutes away from our tournaments starting up, so I somehow convinced the producers to allow me to try to regain my honor after getting thoroughly whooped by Mr. Sakurai earlier in the day. So hope you guys are ready for some Treehouse Rules Smash Brothers here. So yeah, you guys just want to get to it?
Yeah,
let's get to it.
Alrighty then, let's go. I'm going Marth.
I'm going to go Ridley to redeem myself for this morning, but it's all good.
All right, I got Samus.
Yeah, well, we're doing 5-stock, which is basically, I mean, that's all we do in Treehouse. We're not doing time. Smitty, are you mad about the Ridley loss that you had earlier today?
Yeah, I'm a little bit bitter about it. I'm not going to lie. There's sun in my eyes, and I don't know, you know. That one didn't count.
Morgan, are you Pac-Man? Yes, you are. Come here.
So one thing I will say I love about this game is I'm not a very experienced Smasher by any means, but it is just so much fun to play, even if you're still kind of learning like I am.
Oh, come on.
That means you're fodder.
No, I'm not fodder. No, forget everything I just said. Stay away from me.
You're saying that I need to come attack you is what you're saying.
No, you should be kind and understanding and no. Back
Morgan,
up there.
Power through.
Oh. Come on, no. Stay away from me.
I don't know what's going on. What is that? Is that a Pokemon that did that? Why am I going slow?
That was something.
More kids, stop it. Get out. Okay. That's pretty powerful. A little bit. That was down smash for Ridley?
Yeah. With the wings? Give me that sweet spot.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Of course, Marth, the tip of his sword is still the strongest thing.
Hey.
Oh, and now my sword is here.
You're big. You're real big. Too big, even.
Oh.
Oh, why would I do that?
All right. That's good D. Oh, come on.
Yeah, boy. Oh, Morgan's still in it.
Oh, Morgan, that's the wrong direction. Morgan just went patrolling on stage.
It happens to the best of us.
And this game is why we will get no work done in the treehouse for a while. Come here.
Ooh, I want that. Oh, wow, Scyther, look out.
Oh.
Whose is that?
It's not mine, I don't think.
Oh, it is yours.
So
I don't know, people, those of you watching at home, you can see that the Pokemon, of course, has Sam's name attached to it.
Oh, then I love you, Scyther. Come back.
That means she spawned it.
Oh, shoot.
Morgan keeps going on these suicide missions to go after the smash ball.
Get him, Crystal.
All right, Morgan has sadly been defeated.
Yikes.
It happens to the best of us. And the worst.
Come on, dude.
Just all of us.
Ow. I'm fine.
Hey.
I don't like that.
That was not
Smitty,
called
you
for.
didn't notice 1,000 bombs right behind you?
I did not see you.
No, I don't know.
Ow. Oh, God.
Come here.
But this is, I mean, I'm down to 1 stock, so.
Oh, Bullet Bill, give me that.
Oh.
Yes.
I don't know that I reached below the platform. That's good to know.
I didn't know the net would do that, would grab items. That's new.
Come on, girl. Oh, no.
That's
Sorry,
new.
Samus.
Samus is
All
down.
right, I'm down.
Oh. All right. right, Spinny. All right. What do you got left?
I got this left, buddy. Oh, okay. He's gonna
I
taunt.
so respect that.
I got luck to spare, dude. I don't care.
Oh, I see how it is.
All right.
Oh,
so you get to deal with a burrowing Snagrid now. Enjoy
That's
that.
a problem. I gotta be smart about this. Not smart.
Get him, my
Oh,
pretty.
you threw it off the stage.
Come to me, Snagrid.
Oh, that was nice.
So we should just get ready, I guess. Do you have your data?
Yup.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Oh, Chico's in here.
Nice.
So
Well
you
played.
that's
Well played.
2 matches now you've been playing with Ridley. You like him? How does he play?
I do like him. I gotta get used to him.
Yeah.
But once I do, I think he can be
He's
really powerful.
pretty heavy for me. I'm used to more
He's
sort of
really
quicker
heavy,
characters.
yeah. Gotta be conscious.
All right. I think we got time for one more.
All right.
You guys
go.
into it?
All right. Are we gonna
Morgan?
swap over? So we're gonna swap over to our.
Oh,
other
we're gonna
group
watch.
here.
We're gonna watch them playing. Oh yeah. Let's do
Oh,
that.
we finally get to play. Yeah.
All right. So they're playing on Moray Towers.
Oh, taunt.
This we didn't get a chance when we were talking about it in the earlier segment, but it's an interesting stage because the way the switchback works is if you're running from the top to the bottom, like you run right, left, it automatically is choosing the lower path right here. So if you want to go back up, you basically have to jump to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the best way. I've really had a hard time adjusting to that, but I do think that works in your favor as well.
Yeah, definitely. There's certain maps that, once you start to play them and you understand their quirks, like, you're going to have a lot better chance playing there.
Ooh, Corey has nice reach.
You can see this is Norway Towers during the daytime. In the Inkling segment, we actually played this during the nighttime, like a Splatfest style. But that will switch.
I think you can see Judd in the background there, kind of halfway down, just chilling.
Oh yeah, totally.
Far away from
Totally
me, not bothered by what's going on around.
The stage is hectic because you're there's always somebody below you or right above you or something like that. It's just a lot to process. And if you're trying to throw items or anything, you don't have a lot of horizontal planes to actually line things up, so it's tough.
Roxanne and Chico are just sitting down below
Nice dodge,
trying to take swipes at everyone.
Hey guys, don't see this. Don't see that.
Sam!
Oh. Okay, Sam's been running free for a while.
We'll get him.
I see Rich has chosen the Killager again. Rich is our resident villager master in the treehouse. He's really obnoxious.
Delightfully obnoxious.
He essentially will play an entire match just trying to set you up so he can drop a tree on you because that's all he really wants to do.
I'm working on it.
It's really annoying.
Here's a tree.
Oh, got it.
Oh, no,
Still in though.
Uh-oh, do it.
No,
Get
don't
him,
do it.
Chico.
Go, Chico.
Get away from me.
I tried.
Anyone?
Let's see.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
All right.
Ooh.
You guys need to go after Rich. He's got 5 lives.
Don't tell them.
So the code of honor in the
Okay, let's
treehouse,
all
if you're
team
playing
up.
stock in a 4-player match, unless you're really trying to settle a grievance with somebody that you don't like, you should try to even things out. Like if somebody's got 5 lives and everyone else has 3 lives, you really probably should go after the guy with 5 lives.
It is Rich's time.
Yeah, it's definitely Rich's time.
Meanwhile,
But see, look how annoying he is.
I'm just
Here it comes. Leave me in the tree. I told you.
Oh, they got him though. Sam, they got him.
All right, Sam. There will be vengeance. Come here, Sam. Sam. Oh, nice.
I should have seen that coming.
Hey, Sam, come here for a second.
No.
This will be quick. Oh.
I don't think you want to go there.
No, Chico.
Sam. Oh, no. All right.
Ah, darn it!
Coming back. Oh. Oh, nice. I'm still okay, though. Ow, ow,
There's
ow,
a
ow.
Pokeball over there in the top right.
Still hanging in there.
Oh. No!
Run away.
Were you trying to throw that? Ow. Oh, gosh. All right, I want that. Oh, too far away. Oh, I couldn't get it in time.
Quick, everybody stand in the
Here it
middle.
comes.
Okay, I'm going to tease this.
Is that yours or no? That's yours.
Sukapon.
Yeah. All right. He's getting a little carried away there. I want that.
Someone get the tomato.
Thank you.
Can you pocket the tomato?
Yeah.
Snack later.
Ow.
Pocket tomatoes are the best kind of tomatoes.
Ow, ow. I jumped right into that.
Oh.
Ooh, Chico's out. It's okay, though.
Will you guys please kill Rich? Just do it. Never.
Why do I...
Why did you interrupt me? I was
Hey,
sitting
wait.
on the edge.
I missed the ball. I wanted that.
Yes, Sam and Roxy, I
I'll
think
just
it's
be
time
down
to
here
team
if you
up.
need me.
Yeah, I think it's
Sam?
time to team up.
There you go.
Oh, that was nice.
All right, Sam.
Just kidding.
Roxy and I are even. So
No, we're not.
just think about just think about that for a second. Oh, a little out of there. Now we got it. Oh, I want that. I want that. Oh. Oh boy.
Oh.
I'll take this.
Oh, the sisters. Oh no! Oh no!
Nice.
Oh, good idea, Rich. Stick a bumper in the middle there.
Oh.
How did everyone
Burn.
survive that?
Burn.
That's impressive they survived that. Like,
Yeah,
no one...
that should have been like a little kill box. in the
You're
middle.
not burning.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Why did I jump into that? That seems like a bad choice. Ow.
Enjoy some California sun.
Over there. But I don't want to get Sam out too soon because I need the chaos he brings. Ow. Oh, and I didn't even get the Pokeball.
Oh.
That is
My friend.
that is not going to go great for me. Hi, Sam. Later.
Just beware.
Oh, he's coming. No. Why?
All right.
Where'd Sam go?
Roxy in the lead now.
Yeah, I know. How did that happen?
All right.
Because Sam basically was just going after Rich.
Basically.
Well, I think Sam's allegiances are flexible, so now
Oh, that was
things
a
might
bad
shift.
choice.
Yeah, his allegiance moved.
I got my money on Roxy.
I was so dependent on the chaos that I'm not sure how to go one-on-one right now.
Don't forget you had a counter.
Jump up to the front side.
Come
Okay.
here. No? All right.
You guys realize that immediately following this, pro players are going to be showing how they play, and you're going to be directly compared to them. Just FYI.
She could have countered that, right? And that would have sent it back, or at least upwards, the drill.
It's still here, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm bad at
Darn it.
corn. I don't know corn.
Corn's, yeah, because Corn's reflector there is really good
Oh, I'm huge.
for counter.
That's Big Villager.
Suddenly huge.
Oh!
Oh wow, that was a big hit. Oh, there I go.
Fireworks.
All right.
I think that's part of the beauty of the game, though. Everything from, folks who are really pro
pocketed
players
the
to
star.
folks who,
Nice.
like me,
I
who
didn't
just
know
kind
you
of
could
like
do that.
messing around and
That's
just look
nice.
Oh, yeah,
good
any
stuff.
projectile you can
It's
pocket.
Dang it, I thought I could get that.
I think either way you go,
Oh, yeah.
I
It's
love
a
the
blast.
sound effects.
No, there's
Making
no
bad choices.
beautiful chaos.
I'm fine.
I love you can actually see what's in Villager's pocket now. So when you're playing against Villager, like it's really helpful to know what he can hit you with.
I wanted that.
Ooh.
Nice. I got greedy.
All right.
I got greedy. I want stuff.
Oh, that stuff. Careful now.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I should have done I didn't think that through.
Yes,
I
finish
didn't
it.
think any of this through.
Oh!
This is not awesome for me right
Come on,
now.
Roxy.
I'm just gonna stay out here until Mother Brain.
Kill it! Oh! Oh, he's so cute with the tail on.
That's very cute. 100%. One life left.
Later. Oh, yeah. Good call, thanks. Ow! Wait a minute. Maybe you're not helping me.
Where?
It's so close.
Oh!
I'm not sure you're really helping me after all, Sam.
Uh-oh.
Get out, Rich.
I'm counting on this.
No, stand right there.
All right, well, sadly, Rich has failed to die in a timely manner, so we are going to have to go for a quick break.
Here, I'll just jump to my
No,
deck.
no, that's terrible. All right,
I'm
yeah,
kidding,
no, that's
I'm kidding,
actually what I wanted to see. Anyways, we got to go to a quick break. We will be right back. Thank you, guys. Hey there, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying yourselves as much as I have.
Yes.
I could play Smash Brothers all day, so it's really not a lot of work doing
If we
this.
get out of here, we can go watch Smash. So
That's exactly right.
We need to get ourselves out of here.
There's, of course, more on the way, and immediately after this, we have the Splatoon World Championship Final.
Yes.
You guys probably watched that yesterday, yeah?
Oh, we did, yeah. We saw the GG boys from Japan come through their bracket. They swept
they look strong.
Australia, New Zealand team.
They're going to be hard to contend with.
And the back squids from Europe took out the USA team. So we have a new champ either way, Europe or Japan. My prediction is actually that Japan did not get tested enough yesterday. Europe got
you think they're going to be overconfident?
Europe got battle tested by the US, so I think they're coming in hot.
Oh, that's
my hot take.
That is a hot take.
Well, it's going to definitely be an interesting final. I was bummed. I mean, obviously, I kind of wanted the U.S. to move on. Another 2 seconds on top of tower control in that last match, and they probably would have had it.
Yeah, it came down to
Splatoon.
It came down to two ticks of the tower, 18 to 20.
Yeah, I was glad we had some really close, intense matches. So it was really, really fun to watch, like right up to the last second, wondering how things were going to go.
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be good. And then, of course, right after that, we have our Super Smash Brothers Invitational 2018, which is going to put all of our terrible playing to shame. I mean, we should be professionals. We are working on this game, but the pro players that we have lined up are going to tear it up. So
I can't wait to see who they pick to play as. What kind of, they've gotten a little bit of practice to see what they've kind of put that time into. So
yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. I'll be watching, and hopefully everybody else will as well. So, of course, that's the end for us today, but there's plenty more Treehouse Live going forward. We are starting at 9 tomorrow. We're going to be showing off all kinds of cool stuff. So, lots of surprises, and hopefully everybody's going to tune in and have a good time.
Yeah, folks who watched today, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and hopefully enjoyed the segments. We got a lot more to cover over the next 2 days, so we'll be busy.
Yeah, right on. All right, guys, enjoy the tournaments. Bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon from the Belasco Theater here in Los Angeles as we get set for an exciting doubleheader of Nintendo tournament action. Of course, coming up later, we have the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 players representing 6 countries as we get an early look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But first, we have the grand finals in the Splatoon 2 World Championship. And to kick things off, let's welcome to the stage producer for Splatoon 2. Put your tentacles together for Mr. Nogami.
Hello everyone. 皆さんこんにちは。私は人の姿に変身する不思議なイカを研究しているイカ研究所の研究員です。
Hello everybody, I am a squid researcher from Squid Research Labs, and as you know, I make it my business to study a mysterious form of inkling life.
スプラトゥーン2ワールドチャンピオンシップもいよいよ決勝戦です。
Well, we have finally found our way to the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
皆さん、昨日の大会はご覧いただいたでしょうか?
I hope you were able to tune into some of our preliminary matches yesterday.
Thank you. どのチームも本当に素晴らしい戦いぶりでしたが、今日はその中から勝ち抜いた2つのチームによる対決です。
We witnessed some truly excellent play from all 4 teams who fought their way to this stage. But today, it's finally time to see the top 2 teams face off.
もう私が多くを語る必要はないと思います。オーディエンスの皆さんも、プレイヤーの皆さんも、思う存分楽しんでください。
And I think that's all I really have to say. I just want everyone here in the theater, everybody watching at home, and all of the players to get ready for some inktastic action.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Give it up one more time for Mr. Nogami. And with that, we welcome you into the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. I'm your spray-by-spray host, Jordan Cannon. Joining me, as always, the 2 finest Splatalists in all of Inkopolis, Ashley Esqueda and Charles 9 Whitehead. And before we get to our thoughts, let's take a look at what we saw from the ink pools yesterday. All of the semifinal action that we saw here at the Belasco Theater. We saw these 4 squads battle it out in some truly epic matchups. Set to Destroy X falling to the back squids in match 1. The GG boys representing Japan get the victory over Yeah Nah. Set to Destroy X gets the victory over Yeah Nah in the match 3. And then match 4, the GG boys secure the #1 seed in the semifinals over the back squids. And so we saw some terrific action.
Champions USA get taken down by the back squids after some intense play. It went to 5. I can't believe it. We were totally losing our minds. And 9, I mean, I think you of all people, I mean, backstage afterwards, we were just like shaking each other. It was so much fun.
I could barely breathe. It was so intense. And I've watched a lot of sets of Splatoon, believe me. I don't know if I've ever seen a better set of Splatoon than we saw yesterday between Set to Destroy X and the back squids. I hope that today's set can measure up.
Well, we have our 2 finalists, the GG boys from Japan and the back squids from Team Europe, but let's get to know our teams just a little bit better.
Ink, used in ancient cultures to write sacred texts. It drips. Sometimes it drops. Early monks used it to create quiet masterpieces. Gutenberg pressed it. And today, we use ink to determine the winner of the Splatoon 2 World Championship, where 4 teams come together to compete for the coveted Sterling Squid. Representing Japan are the GG boys. Dynamon returns with his new team after splatting out over 800 teams in Japan and is now looking to bring that Sterling Squid home.
I am Dynamon.
Etona. Taich. Yamamichi.
We are GG boys.
Representing Europe is Backsquids. The winners of the Splatoon European Championship, this German team brings a fresh name and team spirit aplenty as they take on the rest of the world. Hey, you're supposed to smile here.
He's smiling.
Hi, I'm Dean.
I'm Echo.
I'm Watson.
I'm Kaito.
And I'm Magic K. Rose.
And we are the Backsquids.
Now that we've met our teams, it's time to split!
Over 1,500 teams and regional qualifiers. We're down to our final two, so the bracket's pretty simple at this point. You have the GG boys from Japan taking on the Backsquids from Europe. The winner of this best of 7 will be crowned the champions of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. And 9, let's take a closer look at the Backsquids from Europe as far as what they were able to accomplish yesterday to find themselves here in the finals.
Well, anytime you go up against Set to Destroy X, you know you're going to have to deal with intense frontline pressure. The backliners that they ran, you see here on the sniper, that is Echo, and of course, Majin using that rapid blaster. It's so important that you're able to control the pressure. You see some great snipes right there, and the opponent has to deal with that. They can't keep running into the wall. Sometimes they do. They took advantage, and of course, Watson right here. Yesterday's human highlight reel seemed like every time there was a big play, he found himself in the middle.
And it was exciting because in that semifinal against Set to Destroy X, we got to the 5th game, and it was 2 points on tower control that separated either one of these teams from making it to the finals.
And on top of that, maybe the biggest pop-off that I've ever seen. The chairs were flying, headphones were flying. You can see it right here. Poor Kaito almost gets knocked down right here, has to get caught up. We have our people there in the back helping them stay up. But that's the raw emotion that you want to see. And if you thought that was big, if they pull off this win today, watch out.
And going up against them will be the GG boys from Japan. Ashley, they overcame over 800 teams in their regional qualifier. What did we see from them yesterday, their undefeated route here to the finals?
I mean, yesterday we saw a lot of GGs. I mean, that is what they are known for, and that is what they brought to this tournament. Yamamichi out in that front line alongside Taiji, alongside Taiji was absolutely indestructible. I mean, Yamamichi by himself, it's like having 2 separate players for each one of those dualies, and you know, nobody could stop him. And so I think today, if Backsquids wants to get some work done, they're going to have to figure out how to neutralize Yamamichi.
And with Dynamon also, we saw him switch between that Dynamo roller and also the heavy splatling, so very versatile from their backline player.
Really great job of giving cover, making sure that his frontliners were able to do their jobs.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the route that we will have for our championship. It's a best of 7. We'll be exploring each game mode except Turf War. We already covered that. So let's start with Splat Zones, followed by Tower Control, Clam Blitz, Rainmaker, and then if necessary, Game 5, we'll go back to Splat Zones, some more Tower Control, Game 6. I think everybody here would love to see 7 games. That would be concluded with Rainmaker. And then you look at the basic principles of Splat Zone, and with these teams, we obviously know it's a very easy goal. It's a matter of just getting ink in the zone and controlling it. But 9, oftentimes, it's really about making sure you can secure the zone and then get that push as you look at the rules over Splat Zones.
And there kind of is a flow to it, an ebb and flow, if you will. Whenever you have the zone, you know your opponent is going to build up their specials and use that to push back in. It's all about saving your specials for that moment and using that to kind of thrust aside that initial push and keep control of that zone.
And Ashley, a lot of times it's making sure that you are making those calculated pushes. Like 9 said, you want to make sure you've got a numbers advantage and some specials ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and of course, you always want to keep your eye on the clock because at some point, you know, that music's going to kick in, and if it's close, you're going to want to get in there and really manage your specials as tightly as you can. And so communication is so key.
You talk about that. Communication not only is important in relationships and life, but also when it comes to team play in Splatoon here, 9. And tell us a little bit more about these special communication devices these teams are using.
Well, they are special communication devices tailored specifically for this event. You saw it in the early video. There are some sick decals on the side of it. And like you said, there's only 4 people out here. They all need to be informed. If 2 of you go down, that's half your team. You're not going to get anything done.
All right, well, looks like our players are in the lobby right now getting set. And Ashley, just a reminder, they only get the main abilities with their clothing and decor. You don't get those sub-abilities, so that's going to change some of the things these teams do as they get set for Splat Zones.
That's right. You're not going to see a 12 stack of swim speed today. So they're going to have to be a little more discerning, a little more judicious on what kind of loadouts they have. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the weapon loadout is. But, Nine, what do you think everybody should be choosing in the way of? I mean, yes, we saw a lot of rapid blasters. I mean, I think that's the order of the day. But what else besides that do you think we're going to see?
Well, a healthy dosage of rapid blasters, a healthy dosage of inkjet. If you can use either one of those things, one weapon actually is both of those things, the rapid blaster deco, so best of both worlds. But I think these teams, especially on this first map, Splat Zones Walleye Warehouse, are going to use some ink armor. We didn't see it as much, but I know the NZAP, a very popular pick here because it's so easy to get locked out.
Well, you mentioned the stage that will be on Walleye Warehouse. And Ashley, what do you notice about this one when it comes to Splat Zones?
I mean, I love Walleye Warehouse because there's so many ways to get into the center of the map, and a couple of them are ink-proof, right? So you have some grates that you can walk on. You don't have to worry about getting locked out of that lane. So I think that's going to be the most exciting part.
Well, let's go with the signature. Let's get it cracking. Game one of these grand finals. The GG boys from Japan in the orange taking on the back squids from Europe in the purple. And let's look at this loadout here, Nine. Any surprises?
Well, we do see that NZAP 85, a weapon that's kind of fallen out of favor recently, but like we mentioned earlier, very popular there for the ink armor, although already Yamamichi going down. This is a great opening for the back squids.
Kaito getting the splat right there, 430 in this one. Early advantage right now for the back squids, 83 to 100 as that score continues to drop for the back squids of Europe. They've got a 4-3 advantage on the map, and Ashley, they wasted no time at claiming that splat zone.
No time at all, and Watson is doing exactly what I said they needed to do, which is neutralizing Yamamichi before he can even get close to anyone else on the team.
Echo with the Stingray, another Stingray being deployed by Dynamon, and Stingray on Stingray. And we have the GG boys seizing control of the zone, putting that 38-second penalty on the back squids, Nine.
Yeah, and it was great that Dynamon was able to not go down in that situation. A trade is not what they wanted because they did not have as much pressure in the middle. It allowed them to continue to put pressure down with that Stingray, although it does look like it switched all the way back.
Back squids reclaiming control of the zone. 51-87 as they cut into that penalty. Kaito with another splat on Yamamichi. 4-3 on the field, 4-2, and you start to see the forces for the back squids here, Ashley, push forward and try to keep the GG boys at bay.
Yeah, I really like seeing what Echo's doing here with the splatling. He is literally keeping everyone out of this lane that Dynamon is trying to put some ink down on so that they can get around and try to flank.
Back squids looking to make a statement in game one against the GG boys, but here come the boys. They're back in town, and they've got control of the zone at this point. And Nine, you look at Yamamichi on that inkjet, pairing it with the ink storm. Beautiful use of both specials.
Absolutely, and you know, Yamamichi at the beginning of this match kind of got caught out by himself, maybe a little bit too aggressive. I like that he didn't go in too deep with that. He's applying pressure here, but he's not too far from the rest of his team.
Yamamichi dodging and rolling, trying to super jump back. Here comes an inkjet and a baller being deployed for the back squids. Zone is at neutral at this point. Reclaimed by the GG boys. They're now just 18 seconds away from tying this game up. We've got a 3-1 advantage on the field for the GG boys as another back squid goes down, and it looks like Yamamichi has found his rhythm. And now it's the GG boys putting pressure on the back squids, Ashley, as Japan takes the lead.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they do best. They are so good at making sure that if there is any tiny bit of taking a step too close to their base, they can take advantage of that and really convert.
And that'll do it. The GG boys turning the tide of momentum against the back squids, locking things down and getting the victory in Splat Zones at 9. We really seem to see the GG boys settle down and really play some excellent play, and they stayed alive and put the pressure on the back squids.
And at the beginning, they were getting separated. They were starting to get a little bit staggered. We saw almost immediately Yamamichi went down, but once they got locked out that second time, they grouped back up. They used Dynamon's Stingray to push back in. Even if you don't splat somebody with it, sometimes the damage is enough so that someone else can come in and get that assist. And at that point, it was all about the lockout.
But also the back squids coming out aggressively, Ashley. They were able to secure the zone, hold it for the majority of the match early on, but then you saw the GG boys take control of it. And splat zones is a hard mode to come from behind them, but we saw the GG boys able to accomplish that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is at the very beginning, I think you were right. I think Yamameshi maybe got out there by himself and was maybe a little bit exposed and was able to get splatted a couple of times by the back squids. But then once they all kind of found their rhythm, got together, communicated with each other, again, like